price. You save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Starting the World Cup, the USA fell to Belgium 4-1 in the round of 16, bringing their tournament to a close. Over to the Marlins, who welcome in the Mariners for a 3-game home series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And to the Heat, who officially welcomed in Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bobby Portis, Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. will wear number 10 like his dad, while Giannis will wear number 7. The Joe Rose Show begins now.
Which means the wall can jump. Tillman over the wall, scores! Malik Tillman! Lightning strikes twice, and the United States has tied the game! Trossard to the byline, gets across, into Ketelaer's rising up, and Belgium retake the lead. Moments later, Charles de Ketelaere climbs the ladder, his second. Richards beaten out of the air. Freeze has got to get there and deal with it. He takes it down off the chest. De Ketelaere knocks it away. Tim Ream can't block it. And unless video review says this is a foul from behind on Ream.
All right, well, I'm guessing you, whether you're a soccer fan or not, or all in the USA thing, are kind of curious after the red card overturn and everything else from the previous 48 hours. Well, this is what you end up getting, an ass whooping last night. Belgium just takes care of USA and really 4-1. And yeah, they, as they're saying, not one of their best games. And obviously Belgium's a really good team. They're still in the tournament, and they look pretty damn motivated, and not because of anything else except they want to move on. But yeah, that thing is done, and I am curious. It is amazing. I got up this morning and see the reaction on ESPN and whose fault is it? We're going to grade all the players. Is this the right coach? Meanwhile, the day before the game, we win. We're on to something. This coach has great chemistry with these guys. This is what the players need. Super talented team. And I'm like, wait. So they get their ass kicked. So now it's like same old USA. Get to about here every time. Hey, man, that's what everybody's saying. I don't know. They do rankings. People that follow soccer around the world do rankings. And these are the things that happen. Spain was supposed to beat Portugal. They did. The Germans are the only ones that have been a little disappointing, right? Get knocked out. But outside of that, 4-1 loss last night. And, yeah, there was some real shady stuff. How about the goalie, by the way? Comes out. Just embarrassing. Comes out and can't release it back down to the other end or get it, and ends up turning over, and easy kick for the goal the other way. And, yeah, it was just a tough one. And my guys, man, the Linguiça heads, Portugal, lose to Spain in the 90th minute of that game. I guess they were just 90 minutes and change of extra time in that game, and they end up losing 1-0. So Spain, who is one of the 2 or 3 favorites to win this tournament, they'll move on. We've got a lot of news, a lot of stuff going on here this morning. We had the thank yous yesterday, right? We heard thank yous from all the guys. And so Tyler Hero, I just love the Tyler Hero. Yeah, this is where I was and stuff. He might as well just rip Bam while he was doing it. But Bam, you know what? You're really, as you saw in the DM. But no, it was love and kisses and hugs and thank yous. And you started my career, and I'm going back home, and everything else. And so here we go. And speaking of that, I see DeMar DeRozan, who I've always liked a lot. He's 36 years old now. He's been out in Sacramento. And listen, the guy's had himself from Chicago to Sacramento. He's had himself in Toronto, had himself a nice career. And even at 36, averaged about 18.5 points. I'd love to get him. I'd love, Woody, I don't know how you feel about this, but
we were just joking back here. He's one of those guys that seem to get mentioned with the Heat like every single time.
What's that?
Him and we were joking Bradley Beal and this guy.
See, yeah. I'm over Bradley Beal. We tried to get him in his prime, and he wanted him, and we were concerned about injuries then.
These are the kind of guys you're gonna have to get now, right? To kind of fill
That's
this
true.
roster.
No.
So
You got to get a guy that's willing to come here on the cheap right now, man.
But yesterday was a good day, man. See everyone kind of take the nice exits and.
Oh no, you're not going to get anybody blasting anybody.
No.
See, they even train guys when you play for them, like, chemistry is important culture, so those guys going out the door.
I don't have any bad feelings towards Tyler Hero.
I don't either. Actually,
no bad feelings towards him.
You know what?
All.
He just got a terrible look on, and way he does his social media, I think,
is
very immature. But
he never dogged it here. He played hard.
I agree. I totally
Injury's
agree.
not his fault, obviously.
And by the way, he ended up being a nice, solid first-round pick.
Yep. Not a personality problem.
Nope.
Nothing like
Played,
that. So.
And listen, I always say this. A lot of radio talk show hosts don't. Look at, man, nobody trying to get hurt. And I get, we treat them when you get injured like you're a bum and, you're bad. Nobody tries to get hurt. No, nobody's out there going, let me get hurt so I can piss our fan base off and as a high pick, and nobody does that. I've had guys I played with, and it's crushing, man. When you're, I don't care what anybody says, you're on the sideline, your team's losing, and and you feel like, damn, if I was playing, I'm a big part of this. I'm a number 1 or 2 option, and well, you're not a number 1 or 2 option if you can't play, man. There's only one thing worse than bad play is no play, and no play is being injured. But I agree, Tyler Hero has not been a bad guy. He's taken a pretty good beating down here for things. We've killed him for his defense. And to be honest, as bad as his defense is, and everybody nationally beats on him, I see a lot of other guys. James Harden exactly covering anybody either. And they're talking about getting him another extension and everything else in Cleveland. By the way, he might be the one that keeps LeBron from going back home to Cleveland. Hey, James Harden just got a 3-year extension. I'm out. I just changed my mind. I just don't think you can win.
Well, I don't know where James Harden falls on that whole, the fraternity of guys. I don't know if he's cool with everyone. Like, he seems to be a little bit of an outsider, right?
Yeah. I don't think he's worried about being, we used to talk about the cliques and D-Wade and LeBron and, they take the boat and who was on the boat. Remember, we had fun with that. Mm-hmm. Who's on the vacation boat and all that stuff.
Well, that's why the Golden State thing makes so much sense, right? Because, LeBron wants to play with his buddies at the end of the run.
But I don't think Steph's been one of those guys till recent years, because I remember LeBron and Steph, when they were getting compared to each other, I don't think LeBron was real big on that.
Well, they had some great games against each other.
They did.
Those finals.
I think finally when they played together and Steph took over the Olympics and was hitting those shots from downtown, and I just felt like that kind of like, all right, man, I've seen you. I get it. You are legit. But I don't think Steph Curry's one of those big bonding guys. I think everybody likes Steph Curry. I think Draymond, every guy that's ever played with him loves playing with him. You never hear somebody leave and go, man, playing with Steph Curry really sucked, right? Isn't he one of those guys you never hear anything bad about?
No. Why would you, though, right?
Even Kevin Durant never really say anything bad about Steph Curry. Now, Draymond drives everybody nuts because
Draymond takes cheap shots.
He might punch you or he'll rip you if he thinks you take a shot you shouldn't, although you never know that. Listen to his podcast. But anyway, so anyway, it is very, very interesting to see, but everybody seems to think that LeBron is headed back home to Akron/Cleveland to finish this thing out. But hey, man, start looking. We need. I would love. Are you with me on DeMar DeRozan of the guys, Gary Trent Jones or Bradley Beal or DeMar DeRozan? The problem is DeMar ready? He's made a lot of money. He's made himself hundreds of millions of dollars. DeMar's played a long time. Not a 3-point shooter, but a real good mid-range shooter. Got a nice little game. Can still play. I wouldn't mind getting him, man. I would love to see him. But I wonder if Riley, because I started cracking up when you said that this morning. We've had this Bradley Beal crush around here forever. When he was Washington, going for 30, 31, 25. He had some big years there. And we were trying to get him, man. It was no secret. We were trying to get ourselves some Bradley Beal. And now here we are coming off 6 games, an 8.2 average at 32 years old. Clippers, and the Suns couldn't wait to get rid of him. They were paying him money to leave. And we're going, hey, now we're getting you on the cheap, right? Everybody else has paid you a lot of money, man. So we'd like to get you down here. So to kind of fill up everything that we need to get. But hey, man, this thing: Giannis, Bam, Wiggins, Portis, Timmy Hardaway Jr., Davion Mitchell, who, by the way, people love playing with because his ass plays both ways and he gets after you. Pella Larson. I got to ask you a question. You know, the guy can't figure out. He's got some things you can't teach. Size. Nikola Jovic, 6'10", now 23 years old. He got the nice contract, by the way. I'm not saying it's breaking the bank, but it's nice money. I don't know about you, Woody, but what, 15, 16 is not cheap money a year, 15, 16 million. He teased us a couple years ago. I think he averaged like 10 points a game. He's got some skill set, obviously. We took him in the first round, Serbian. He's now 20. Does the light, is it possible that the light can come on as you haven't figured it out for 3 or 4 years? And, you know, it's, well, he's a young guy. He was a teenager. He's this and that. And now you're like, hey, man, we're paying you grown-ass money. No more immature stuff. Like, you're getting paid really good money. You are now set. When this guaranteed contract, if you never played again, you got yourself a nice little comfortable life. Probably going to get another one, though, right? But I'm not sure what to think, man. He talks, and he's got a lot of growing up to do. He did the Duncan Robinson, and I talked to Duncan, and he explained to me that he went through all this stuff, and at the end of the bench, and I don't know why, and all that stuff. And Spo calls him out. This last thing I remember Spo talking about is going, hey, dude, you got to grow up. You got to grow up, be accountable, and get better. And I just wonder, does the light go on? Do you finally, you know?
Well, they need a role players at this point, man.
That's all.
Right?
But like, look at we can't just play 5 guys. To your point, yes, we got to have some guys. We got to get some production off the bench. We got some older guys playing. You know, last thing you want, Giannis playing big minutes every game, and so anyway, I am really curious to see if we can get anything out of this guy. I mean, we can't just give him a hall pass and go, you know, as our 10th guy or, you know, 11th guy and sit at the end of the bench. Don't we need to get something out of him? They didn't pay him that kind of money to put him at the end of the bench. I go by money, man. Money tells me everything. When you give a guy a second contract on potential of what he's going to be, I'm guessing they didn't give him, was it 62 million? Sound right, guys? 62 for 4? I don't think they gave him. And again, that's not NBA breaking you money, but we're paying him some money to get something out of him. And this is a big one. Why we're going to have the Giannis thing, and we should. And Giannis is going to be the lead dog, and Bam playing next to him. And I think we got a pretty good idea what you get from Wiggins. I'm not worried about Bobby Portis, whether he's coming off the bench or he ends up getting some starts. You got a pretty good feel for the rest of those guys. And then even Pella Larson off his year last year. I like Pella. Nobody's talking about him, but I think Pella Larson, want to talk about second-round pick that got a lot better. That guy, he plays kind of the heat way, can hit shots. He dives all over the floor. He plays hard. He'll do the dirty work. And then you look as you go down, and there's a guy that, I mean, you can't hide. You're 6'10", you got a second nice little contract. So I'm just curious to see what happens with Nikola Jovic going forward. Is he down there grinding right now? Is he putting in the time? Is he working with somebody and finding out? Did he go and get a list of things you need to work on? Are you taking care of your body and all those things? Because, man, if you're 23 years old, there's a lot more money to be made. Your career's not over at 26, 27 when the contract's up. You got a chance to get another big boy. So anyway, bigger, actually. We got all kinds of news here. We're going all over the board today because we do have some baseball and we got some football news as well. We're going to get you caught up with all that stuff coming up here and jump into it. I did see this, and I always love this. And again, it's that creative couple of weeks before football season starts. Everybody got to get a little creative, as in our writers have to get a little creative on their writing. And I've seen some pretty good, interesting ones, like Chop Robinson, Finn's pass rusher, most promising building block for the Miami Dolphins. I went, okay. I saw a couple, actually, and I was like, okay. I mean, I get it, but I hope so. Hope you're right. I hope he looks like a building block in year 3. Hey, if you're looking for a truck that's built for Florida work, Florida fun, Florida in the sun, this time of the year, winter season, it doesn't matter, man. South Florida Chevy dealers got a perfect truck for your lifestyle. Again, the Chevy lineup's fantastic, starting with the Colorado. That Chevy Colorado has got everything you could want, especially the Colorado Custom to the ZR2. It's got the right tools to exceed your expectations, and then jumping right over to the Chevy Silverado. From the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices, Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. I like to say this early in the morning because I got a lot of guys get up early in the morning, listen for little sports, on their way out for a long day and a hard day of working, because you make that living out of the back of that truck. That's how you make a living. You don't stop working till the job's done, which means you work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You need a strong, powerful truck. We got it for you. Silverado's got a lot of different trucks to fit your lifestyle. Really doesn't matter. I got a couple of my favorites. The Silverado HD is fantastic. Choose from the powerful LTZ with the premium style substance to match, or go the biggest with a Chevy Silverado HD High Country. Really, again, so many to choose from. The Silverado EV, 10 different models, 4 powerful engine choices ready for you. So for the best of Florida life, whatever it is you're looking for, you're starting to look around. Silverado ain't taking a back seat to nobody in town. Chevy's got a Florida truck for you. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today.
The Joe Road
I'm scared of, like, I have things. People love me here. People respect me here. People allow me to be myself here in the city, and I'm scared that I might never find that ever again. But it's something that I wake up every single day, and only when I take my showers at night, and I think I'm like, maybe I've waited too long, and I see guys playing deep into the playoffs, and I think I'm like, okay, maybe if I switch teams and I go somewhere else and have a better opportunity, I can play deep in the playoffs. I can go try to chase another championship because I really want that. And I'm scared that maybe if I don't take that decision, that when I'm going to be 37, 38 years old, hopefully, and I'm retiring, I'm going to say, why you didn't take that risk? And people don't understand it's a risk.
All right, Giannis Antetokounmpo on a podcast talking about the fear of not going deep into the playoffs and everything else you heard. And hey, man, come on down here and what the hell? Let's find out what you can do, man. You're going to be a big part of it. It's going to be your team along with Bam, and let's go. Let's see what happens. So anyway, little teaser.
Can't be easy though for a guy like that, right? You're used to a city like Milwaukee your entire career, and you're jumping into this.
It is new.
Definitely a big change.
It is. He's got himself a championship, in fairness to him. Yep. I know it's been, he played a long time.
He's a Hall of Famer. No question.
Only have one. Oh, yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
But still a big jump in a lot of ways to come to a team like this. I'm guessing they're a lot more forgiving when you're the big star in a place like Milwaukee.
Yeah, well, he played on some bad teams.
He did.
He kind of just referenced a little bit there that he's watching everybody go deep into the playoffs, and he's stuck. And did I wait too long? And should I have forced my way out earlier? And all those things. Hey, man.
Well, the East's going to be fun, man. Oh, there's some good teams in the East.
I can't wait. We'll see what LeBron factor is. I still think LeBron's got a lot left. I'm listening to some of these guys think that he's shot, that he's about ready to take 10 minutes or just sit at the end of the bench and wave to everybody. I don't think. Well,
that's not his
I don't
makeup.
think that's the case. No. By see if he wants to come off the bench at 41. I'm guessing no. I'm still better than 4 of your guys or all 5, maybe. So anyway, yeah, just a lot. Hey, we've got a bunch of other stuff. I just want to say this, and everybody's going to be talking about whatever it is, whether you're a casual soccer fan or you were all in and pissed that everybody wasn't talking more about World Cup and USA, whatever it was. Listen, I agree with some of you are already saying Belgium's just a lot better team. I know we can break it down, and USA, sometimes when you get to this round and you get your ass kicked, like this is what happens to the USA and all these good teams. And obviously, as you know, in playoffs, the deeper you go into playoffs, the better teams you're playing or the hotter teams. Well, we can sit and break this down 1,000 different ways. And, well, we coulda, woulda, shoulda, and we had a chance. And this guy made a bad play and that guy made a bad play. And he doesn't usually do that and all that stuff, man. Belgium just got a lot better team. They did. They had a lot better team. That's all. And again, you know what? You can look at it. You can rip all the American players. We're still not there.
There's no one to rip, man. We do this every 4 years. Everyone gets on board with this soccer thing. It's just not our sport, man.
2 days ago, it was like, if we win this game, we're going to have a chance. You got all the American broadcasters on all the Fox shows going, this is it. We got all our former World Cup players that are sitting up there going, they got a really good chance.
They're getting better, I guess. But, Joe, it's just not our sport. Like these other countries, we're not
the worst team.
Sport.
We win some games. We're not the worst team in the world, but we're just not
they made it
there.
To this round of 16. That's respectable.
Yeah, but we've been here.
They're never going to be there, though. Like, they're never going to dominate and win World Cups.
We keep talking about, at some point, the more our young guys play soccer here, and we've got some guys really good athletes. We're getting better and better athletes that are playing soccer here. But we need, I know this, I don't want to break this down. We got a lot of our great athletes that are playing basketball. A lot of our great athletes are playing football. And as time goes on, the thought is more and more of those kids, and we've seen it. We got a couple of football dads. I know a baseball dad that's got his son's really good in a youth program right now. More and more of those kids are going to go, Dad, I don't want to play your sport. The great gene pool that we always talk about, and they're going to play. And at some point, that's got to be where we get more athletic and more talented to have some of the best players in the world, and not the guy limping off the field last night because he's hurt.
It'll never happen, though, right? Realistically, it'll never happen because
while I'm around. Maybe for you,
but the problem, Joe, is like the MLS is never going to be the NBA or Major League Baseball or any of that. Like, they're never going to pay guys that way, so you're going to have to leave the country to play.
That's what we have
professionally.
We got
I know that
bunch
you
of guys.
do, but if you're growing up and you're a top tier athlete, like, why would you choose soccer? It just wouldn't make any sense, right? You really love the sport, I guess.
I don't know. You're
because you're going to have to end up going somewhere else.
Well,
that's
what everybody in the world's doing anyway. These guys aren't staying home and playing. They're going to the best teams that pay the most money.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where USA is pumping out the top soccer players. It just doesn't seem realistic.
Yeah.
And it's okay, man. Once every 4 years, we'll get excited
lathered
about the
up
World
for
Cup
first 2 weeks of the tournament, and then go, this is about when we get our ass kicked again.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're in trouble again. I mean, you might be right, Woody, but
they did really well. Their viewership was through the roof. People obviously care. It's
I know,
good,
but that's not. Everybody wants a breakthrough. Everybody wants to see us get to a semifinal.
I mean, they're not going to be Argentina or Spain or these. They're never going to be that.
Yeah, we don't
not
look
realistic.
We don't look like France. No, we don't. I'm not disagreeing. Hey, so we got a couple good ones tonight: Argentina and Egypt and Switzerland and Colombia. The Colombians are still going strong, man. Still going strong there. Spain got a nice, and they're one of the favorites, of course, along with France to win this tournament. And they get a goal late in the game to win 1-0. So Spain moves on as well. We I said before, we got a lot of other stuff to get to. So Rasul Douglas, defensive back for the Dolphins last year, had a really nice year. I got to tell you what, man, Jack Jones and Rasul Douglas for picking guys up during camp, and I don't mean mini camp. I mean during summer camp when you're getting ready for games. Those guys both played a lot better than I thought they would and ended up having really solid seasons. Not Pro Bowl. Rasul Douglas, I thought, for a guy that doesn't run like he used to, he played great. 15 games played, 2 picks, defended 13 passes, broke up, got one-on-one down the middle. He was great at reading routes and did great. So he's moving on to Washington Commanders. And Jack Jones, who played on the other side, started all 17 games. And a couple of months ago, he signed with San Francisco. But I wanted to bring this up. But this happens, Woody, as you know, too. So every time our veteran guys go to another team, everybody's going, why went the Dolphins? Like, what didn't you get when we started this whole thing going back to dead salary cap money? What did you not get that we were going young this year? Young and dumb. That's what we're doing, man. Like, and why aren't we getting these veterans to come in? I don't know. Juju Brents, Storm Duck, Jason Marshall, Ethan Bonner, Chris Johnson, our first-round pick. Signed a guy, Baker, who I don't know. Didn't have a great year last year. Going to get another chance, but that's where they are, man. Whatever it is, whether it was a personality from our guys that they didn't want and didn't feel they should be on this team, or they just want to play young guys. I'm sure they know if we're just lining up guys you could trust, Rasul Douglas with his experience would have been probably the best for you, but not the future. Got a 1-year contract. Jack Jones got a 1-year contract. Again, they're not changing, man. Every time some name pops up, they're not changing because you like the name and recognize it and remember some plays they made last year. This should not be a surprise to anybody. I call it lazy writing. Like, oh, why would we not sign Rasul Douglas? What? I could have told you that. Your wife could have told you that at home. She doesn't follow the team. Jack Jones and Rasul Douglas weren't coming back. Hell, we picked them up. The funny part of it is they end up being nice pickups considering. Think about that. You have to pick up two guys because you didn't trust what you had on the team last year when you thought you could win. And there was a big divide on this team last year from the top down. A lot of people said, no, we got a playoff kind of team. We just need to stay healthy. And the other half said, this is not reality. We're not going to be a good football team. This thing's about ready to cave. And if the wrong guys get injured, you're toast. And things are really bad on that team, guys. I mean, I not going to get into all the story. Things are bad. And when they made a couple of moves, and I think it got bad in the front office, got bad. And then they let Chris go. Then a couple of his lieutenants got let go that have been here way too long, by the way. Way too long. Dave Hyde's the only one that called it out years ago. Chris didn't like the article, and Dave was right on the money. And then on top of that, he had to make some changes, starting with that QB with 3 games left. Did not take it well. It was ugly. And a lot of people saw it. So, yeah, they're going a different way. These two guys got to clean all that up. All that's got to be cleaned up, all on the same team. We can't have backstabbing, which, by the way, in some cases has nothing to do with the players. Everybody's got to be on the same page. The GM and the head coach will not turn on each other. They will be on the same page. So that's good stuff. But we can't every time. There's going to be more guys that haven't signed that are going to sign, and you can't go, oh, my God, that we got to get them. We're not going to get them. Again, Juju Brents, Storm Duck, Jason Marshall, guy we drafted last year. Ethan Bonner's going to get a chance. Chris Johnson's going to start. First-round pick. Those are the guys. If we run out, then maybe they pick up a veteran guy if it's that bad. But they're going to give those guys every chance to grow. Like your grass in the summer, let it grow and see what happens. Anyway.
You needed a culture change over there too, man. So getting guys out of there that was key, right? You need just a full change.
Yes.
From what it was.
Yes.
There have been a lot of patch jobs over the years.
You just it was.
I don't know how bad. I'm guessing.
No, man. It was bad, shaky when things started. It was shaky. Everybody trying to put a spin, but I think everybody's kind of going, if this doesn't work, this year, there's going to be a lot of pressure. Like they're going to start getting rid of guys. And first, Chris went first, and then it just started from there. People going, uh-oh, watch out. Now everybody's calls, watch your ass and look for knives in your back because it's a bad combination. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning as we continue on. Otto Lopez, man. Otto Lopez. Well, I tell you what, we love players that play great. We love players that are really good and the best at what they do. Otto Lopez is one of the best stories the Marlins have had in a long, long time. It really is. What a great story. Shortstop for the Marlins going to the All-Star game and just putting up stupid numbers. 346 batting average, 123 hits, 43 RBIs, 9 home runs, stole 17. Those numbers, man, a little more than halfway through this season. And on the cheap. They got him on the cheap right now. Anyway, we got to go to break. A lot more. Seattle is in town for a 3-game set starting tonight. Right now, I want to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic. I want you to knock out ED and low T. I got to tell you, man, if you first of all, let's talk about your energy level. How you doing? Low testosterone is kicked in. It kicks into every guy. Everybody knows that. And you've decided you're going to live with it. So let me see. You're not as active. You're still eating the same amount of food because that wife of yours is a great cook. So now you've gained 15 or 20 pounds and you're blaming everybody else that you got lazy all of a sudden and don't want to do things and don't feel like it. Nah, not today. Nah, and kids can't get you out of the house to do stuff. And yeah, I don't want to go on a vacation. That's too much walking. Boy, if you're doing that, and then on top of it, you ED, Nothing's happening in the bedroom. That got my attention because I had full-blown ED and low T. And, boy, I'll tell you what, it went from hit and miss with Mrs. Rose to just nothing was happening. It was like, oh, boy, I feel too young to be going through this. I went to Atlantic Men's Clinic. I got the testing done, the PSA test. I met with their professional staff, and they explained everything to me. I wasn't alone. It's going to happen to every man out there. I felt so much better. 7 locations in South Florida to serve you. Brand new location in Hollywood. I go to Plantation. Man, you're going to have great results. It's been 2.5 years almost. I've been doing it by the month, but we're getting up here to 2.5 years. And I want you to set up that first appointment. If you're going through it and you're depressed and you're bummed and things aren't good, 877-455-7300. 877-455-7300. If your energy level and sex drive are gone, you need Atlantic Men's Clinic. Go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. It works.
The
All right, before we get back to the show here, the soccer tournament is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $300 from Sinbad Sports at the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, text the word jersey to 20357. That is jersey to 20357. For more information, you can go to WQIM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates apply. Don't text and drive, Joe.
Thank you, Woody. And, yeah, we've been all over. We had a lot of introductions and thank yous yesterday from the Miami Heat. Tyler Hero going out the door. Had a nice little press release that he sent out there about, I grew up with you down here, which is true. He was a teenager when he got here. Now 25 years old, going to Milwaukee, going back home, as he said, to play. Looks like he's going to stay there. Everybody said he might get traded. But, yeah, and you know what, for all those guys, all those first-round picks, they're all first-round picks. All those guys, man. Hey, thank you. It's part of business. It's a great way to make a living, even if you got to change cities, because you still get the money. Sometimes, according state to state, how much of it you actually get to keep. But either way, it's a lot of friggin' money. The NBA is one healthy financial league right now and only getting healthier with the contracts they just signed. And by the way, somebody had to back out, go, hey, man, we can't afford it. TNT goes, we're out. We can't keep up with Amazon Prime. And NBC goes, oh, so now you want in. Okay, we're in trouble here.
Do you think LeBron's enjoying his little Aaron Rodgers moment right now?
Yeah.
Kind of jerking everyone around.
That's all right. He's going to take his time.
I mean, he probably learned his lesson from the decision, right? Like, he's not going to do something stupid here.
With a guy that's not very popular. No, he's not going to sit down with somebody.
Oh, that Jim Gray?
Yeah. It's not going to.
You guys have a falling out or something, you and Jim Gray? Every time we mention him, you're not a big fan.
He took some jabs at Pete Rose years ago. It really bothered me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like anybody taking shots at Uncle P. I mean, God, he's passed now. You would think I'd let it go, right? No, he Tom Brady loves him. Tom Brady does everything with him.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, so we've got besides old LeBron and figuring out, and everybody's now saying, nah, he's not coming here. Golden State's saying, he's not coming here. He's going to Cavs, and we're all kind of looking at this thing, trying to figure out what's
just annoying because he knows where he's going. Obviously, right?
I think
I can't believe he's mulling over like three different teams in his mind right now.
I'll tell you the thing that I have a problem with. I don't believe that this money thing. I don't care. Like, yeah, he's not worried about the money. He'll take whatever. And I'm like, I ain't buying that. I ain't buying a guy that just led his team as a number one option and beat Houston and put that team on his back in his 40s is all of a sudden going to go, yeah, just pay me like a guy down at the end of the bench. I'm just not buying that. Like, do you think LeBron James, 1 year, $6 million contract?
Well, I think he wants to win, right? I mean, going out on top, I think, is important for him. You know, it's been tough watching him at the end of his career in this LA thing, right? Like, they haven't been very good. They haven't put a whole lot around him.
Yeah.
I don't think money matters. I mean, he's a billionaire, right?
Hey, by the way, Cavs got a good team.
They do, as long as they can get rid of their overweight point guard.
Hey, by the way, I do love James Harden. They talked to him about his defense. He goes, I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, sure.
He just looks at everybody. He's heard, I think he's numb to it, and he really doesn't care. He goes, hey, man, you're paying me to shoot it. And I got nights where I shoot it real well. In big games, a lot of times I don't shoot it well. So what? He keeps finding a team that's going, we'll pay you.
Yeah,
we'll
rough.
Trade and pay you.
He's rough, but Donovan Mitchell's really good. Be a good player to,
they got a
team
couple
up
of
with
really
over there.
good bigs on that team too. So
it seems like the logical decision.
Yeah,
for LeBron, right?
He's still got to kind of look at how he fits in. There's still some ego there. He didn't get to where he is right now by just going, hey, whatever, just fit me. He's handpicking for all this talk. He wants to know, and he's smart enough, and he knows what every guy in the league can do and how he fits in. Not to mention, I'm sure he and the agent have talked to these teams and how you're going to use LeBron and what you're thinking. And this is what LeBron wants and those type of things. Listen, man, I think he'd be a great piece here. Great piece. And listen,
Be a great piece anywhere.
Bam is a very giving guy. Wiggin, I mean, yeah, I could see him liking it here. I just don't know if he wants to come back down here.
The circus to come to town for one more year here.
We got
off.
Boy, I'll tell you what. Giannis,
you imagine?
I got to tell you get Giannis. Giannis already going to pick things up, but Giannis, and all of a sudden LeBron comes, and it won't be like the big three, the original big three. It won't be that crazy. But I will tell you, all of a sudden, things going to pick up in the NBA eye of the national media for sure, that they'll be looking to see Giannis and what LeBron has left. And
I just wonder if LeBron wants to go through that again, where he gets all that national hatred.
Well, he doesn't get, if he goes to Cleveland, he gets a hall pass.
No, that's the thing. Cleveland
going back home,
ends the story nicely,
starts,
right?
Yeah. You come down here, and everybody's.
I'd be shocked if he ended up anywhere else. I mean, to be honest, I was going to stay in LA. It just seemed like the easiest thing to do. But
I think that relationship's done.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
like a very poorly run franchise, by the way.
Nobody wants to come out and say, which people are speculating. And by the way, we should give LeBron some credit for that. He didn't go out ripping guys like, the two guys you just gave all the money to that didn't help me at all during the playoffs. Yeah. I got swept by Oklahoma City and put the team on my back against Houston. He got zero help, and I'm sure he's getting tired of hearing about Luka's behind the scenes. Hey, Luka, you like this guy? Yeah, this would be a nice piece to play with, but that's where it is, man. It's Luka's team. It's just Luka's team, and it's funny when he went out there, everybody was so pumped up that they got him, and he lived up to it in the regular season. He led the league in scoring. What he scored, 33, 34 points a game, whatever that's worth, but wasn't around for the playoffs. Was not around to play. Anyway, we got a lot more stuff. 7 o'clock hours coming up. Omar Kelly. I have not talked to Omar for a while. Omar Kelly from the Miami Herald, Dolphins columnist, going to join us early 7 o'clock hour. We'll talk to him. And, of course, what do you know who loves Rasul Douglas? You know who's been all over re-sign Rasul Douglas. If it's not Xavier Howard, it's re-sign Rasul Douglas.
Well, he gets a cut of whatever they sign for. You know that.
No, not if they go to Washington.
He's like their side agent.
Rasul goes, you got the deal done in Washington. You didn't get it done here. So, no, you're not getting your money. Hey, we're going to hit it. We'll come back. We got a lot more stuff to get to. Hey, man, best story in town right now. I know we're hitting all your favorites here. That Marlins team is unbelievable. 49-42, 6 left before the All-Star break. Some great stories going on. And, of course, now we're all kind of looking, especially if they finish strong before the All-Star break. Max Meyer's on the mound tonight. Bruce Sherman has been saying all the right things. If we got a good team, I'll spend. I am dying. And, by the way, if you trade Sandy Alcantara, I'm going to be really disappointed as somebody that really enjoys watching your baseball team every night on TV. I'm telling you, I will be very disappointed, to put it nicely, if you get rid of either your number one or number two pitcher, wherever you want to put them, with the way Max is pitching right now. Hey, hurricane season is here. Now's the time to call Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Yeah, we've been in hurricane season for a while, and I know so far it's just been thunderstorms and lots of rain. But the threat's going to be coming. And the question is, are you ready? That's the question. Chev, the CEO at Loctite, always says, if you think you're ready, great. Go ahead. Good luck getting through it again. But if you think, hey, why am I messing around? Let me go out and get great products. Well, their window hurricane category 5 rated hurricane windows are fantastic. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with zero down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. And if you got no leaky roof, replace your roof now and you can pay later. Plus, they added this about a year to 2 years ago. They got a roofing repairs part of their company now, and they're really good. They come out 24 hours a day. If you got leaks right now from all this water, call them. They'll take good care of you. Best part, Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Don't wait for the next storm. Get the deal of a lifetime today. Keep your home protected. They cover all of South Florida. Hey, I got to tell you, man, they want a chance to bid on it. They want a chance to help. And if you need some help, I want you to call 954-500-LOCK. And during working hours, you get a great staff in there that will answer all your questions, get you what you need, and get you started. Or you can go to LoctiteImpact.com. Again, remember, if you're serious about doing this and you think, hey, what am I doing? They got some great deals at Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing for you.
3773.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami at a Domino's game. You always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Starting in the World Cup, the USA fell to Belgium 4-1 in the round of 16, bringing their tournament to an end. Over to the Marlins, who welcome in the Mariners for a 3-game home series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And to the Heat, who officially welcomed in Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bobby Portis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. will wear number 10 like his dad, while Giannis will wear number 7. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Scattered rain throughout, Joe.
All right, Woody.
Is that fair?
You can't make a promise to me today that 11 o'clock might be dry someplace in Broward County without lightning and thunder. Can you make a promise?
I think you'll get it in.
You do?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, can we push it to 1? I don't mind.
Can't you play a little soggy clay?
No, it's, hey, man.
A little soggy clay is good, right? Isn't it? Good grip?
A little bit, but I don't know if you've noticed, it doesn't just come down a little bit here in South Florida. When it rains, it comes down hard. Yeah,
it goes all in, yep.
It doesn't mess around. And the second thing is, those tennis court places, they don't have to tell me, because when I hear it and I see it, my ass the first one off that course. I respect lightning and thunder. It always gets my respect. And I don't care if they go, it looks like it's out there a ways. I ain't finding out. No, I'm going to pass. Anyway, hey, we say good morning to everybody for the 7 o'clock hour. Trying to be nice about this thing after all the talk yesterday about the president of this country and the president of FIFA and getting one of your best players back and all the things we've heard, and everybody around the world pissed off at us and the president. And it didn't matter, because it came down to the guys on the field, and they're just a lot better than we are. 4-1, Belgium wins. Again, I'm not some kind of insider, but your eyeballs probably told you the same thing. They got a lot better players than we do. I don't know, and sometimes this happens in every sport. When you get kicked around pretty good, it looks like you get out-coached as well. I don't know enough about it. But, I mean, even the sloppy goalie play for one of those goals is just, they got kicked around. They did. And Belgium wasn't motivated because we got one of our best players back. They're motivated to move on, period. They got a really good team. I don't know if you heard when they were talking about some of the best players in the world, and this guy plays. And Belgium's got a lot of guys on that team that play on big teams, man. Big club teams around the world. So, we got kicked around. Woody and I had this discussion this morning. Woody, I don't think it's a shut door, because I do think we're developing better players. I think Europe does a great job. Some of the big clubs around the world do a good job of coming over. I know South Florida is a big market for them, looking for youth, looking for young guys that are playing on some of these teams, travel teams down here, and they recruit them to come over and be part of their programs. And at some point at a young age, go over there and start playing against really good competition. And they're Americans, and you hope they end up playing on big teams over there where they're playing against really good competition and can come home. Someday, we have a whole bunch of guys playing on big squads, and they can come back home and play for the United States, where we go, we have a chance. We have a chance. Because we got, and this is what we all do. Hey, man, we can win this game. I'm listening now. We can win. We can beat Belgium, and we got our guys back, and we got to do this and that, and everybody's got this positive spin, and this is the best team we've ever had, and maybe it is, and just had a bad day. But man, it's just, you look at this thing once again, and you just say, we don't have enough talent yet. We're not there. I feel like, and I don't know the breakdown, I feel like we got a bunch of guys playing in the MLS instead of playing, and they come together and they play well. That team, those guys play really well. So, That's it.
It's okay, man. Every 4 years, we feel like we do this. With this
Yeah, but
same
it's okay,
silly
Woody. I mean, we
conversation.
won some games.
They did fine. They did fine for what they are.
Ratings
Joe,
got
we're
better.
never going to be.
A lot of people got behind it. The numbers were, by the way, they last night's numbers probably really good. If they would have won that game, you probably had another 10 million on for the next game if they, go into the 18.
Yeah.
Right?
It was not realistic, I guess, to think that. And I had a bet on them to win it, but it was not realistic.
Okay.
Right. And it's just not a top sport in this country. And that's just the reality. Like our top athletes are not going to play soccer. I just looked to say, you know what the average salary in the MLS is?
I'm going to guess 150,000.
Well, it's not that low. It's 688, but I think Messi's 28 something like.
He brings everybody's up by like 100.
Yeah, they said the median salary
I had no
is
idea.
$350,000. Like
I said, I saw one of the teams spend $7 million a year.
Yeah, I mean, you would know what is a practice squad guy in the NFL making? Probably more than that, but
they can pay him up to as much as they want. They got to pay him a minimum, what, 250, 300, 400? I don't know.
So,
and you got 16 guys. No, they got a lot of money they spend on the practice squad. Yes.
Yeah, and you see these NBA contracts getting handed out. The MLB contracts are obviously ridiculous. Guys are not going to gravitate towards a sport that you have to go play somewhere else.
I don't know though, Woody. If you love the sport,
there's going to always be people that love the sport. Yeah, I get that. And by the way, look at the fans. The fans here are passionate about it.
I know, but
our best athletes are not going to play soccer. You know that.
But if you're a really good young player in this country, and I don't know, listen, some of you parents are listening right now have kids that have come up through it, and the goal is to get picked up by one of our teams, minor league teams down here that hey, we were just talking about one of our players. Inter Miami didn't want him. He got picked up by Orlando. He's now on the World Cup team, Freeman's son, and that. But the goal, you're good, and they go, hey, you're really good, but if you're going to take it next level, you got a chance to go playing somewhere overseas. You're going to go. Don't you go? You're going to like, hey, if this is what you want to do, you got to do it. You got to make this move.
Someone said we need an all-star team of NFL receivers that can kick.
I know you and I were laughing about that.
I
said our Tyreek Hills and LeBron James of the world. Can you imagine LeBron doing headers, jumping over friggin' everybody by 2 feet?
Yeah, if you had those guys playing, you'd be fine.
Think about if we had big physical, like power forwards, big guys that were in the middle for those corner kicks.
Figured it out. Like
even LeBron, who's a great athlete, that's a great example.
Why don't you put like Tyreek on one side? You could put Antonio Brown on another side, and there you go. You'd have the elite speed out there.
I know you just went a couple of South Florida guys, but I don't know. So that's the whole part of this.
Those guys are not going to play.
They're probably never going to play that. They're going to find
a lot of money playing football
and basketball.
Yep,
a lot of money to be made. So anyway,
that's
go to
England and play in the Premier League.
But there's a breakdown today of who didn't play well, and is the coach is he the problem? And I'm thinking you guys were just stroking him before I could have sworn I just heard you stroking about this the perfect guy for this team, and now all of a sudden he gets his ass kicked in this game, and he did a poor job coaching. So I don't know. Anyway. It's over.
Here from the 971 says, almost no one cares about soccer. Please move on back to the entertaining, non-childlike sports where the athletes actually score quite often.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
By the way, the games are incredibly difficult to watch, some of them.
Now the United States is out, you can't start. I mean, you're going to get, like, a great example is Portugal and Spain. You get one goal in the whole friggin' game, and you get it in the 90th minute.
Didn't we have a game here that nobody scored?
Yeah, we had a 0-0.
It's terrible.
Never won a 0-0.
Have a 0-0.
Yeah. All right. So,
changing the terminology.
I had one of my cousins who's in my age group and listens in the morning, and I told you a couple days ago that he's like, even you now are a fraud. He goes, how you're telling me? He goes, I'm going back and watch baseball now. And he went through this whole thing. I go, oh,
so
my God.
He was upset you were talking soccer?
Yeah, he was like out in California, and I'm like, hey, man, he calmed down.
It is kind of fraudulent. There's a little fraud in it.
I want to watch the best teams a little bit and see what it looks like.
Everyone's got a little fraud in them, though. Every 4 years, I know there's some people that really care about USA soccer. They travel and go to the games.
You haven't watched a little bit to see what happens?
The World Cup?
Yeah.
I've watched a few matches.
That's what I mean. And we got games in our backyard. And I want to know how our guy Messi's doing.
Yeah, I've watched some of it. I'm not like crazy into it or anything, but I found some of the matches to be very difficult to watch.
I'll tell you one thing I like. I mean, if we're going to do the likes and I get there's not enough scoring for people that are just fans of our sports, our number one, our top sports here. I get it. But at the same time, man, they've got 5 or 6 great players and they're playing great in this tournament. There's 5 or 6 guys that are really, really good. And they're playing like Mbappe and Messi, and you can go on the 4 or 5 guys, Holland. And, I mean, you're sitting here, you can laugh or smile all you want, Woody.
Well, Texter made a good point. He said college football quarterbacks make more than soccer players.
In this country.
Yeah.
Yeah, none. They get paid.
That's
big
true.
bucks
The college
overseas.
football players are making more than the MLS players, yes.
Most of them, yes. Yeah, that is. Hey, listen, man, I'm not comparing – I don't know why anybody feels it. Don't come on this show.
Because we do this every year.
We do more football than anybody. I don't need anybody to come on this show and tell me that college football guys. I get it. We got guys. We got a lot of millionaires down in Coral Gables right now. We got millionaires in Florida. Probably have millionaires in Florida State. I think. I understand that. I get it, and I get it. They're different sports. It's only for a couple weeks. Well, a little more than a couple weeks.
Here you go. 786 says, tell the anti-soccer guy, he said Duck, I don't know, guy, that more people will watch and attend the World Cup games than any of his sports in the last 5 years combined. Okay.
That thing was stuffed with people last night.
I understand the matches have been full. Yes, I see it.
It's always going to be the number one sport.
NFL season's going to start. No one's going to care about
I
this.
understand we're here in the United States, but I'm just saying it is by far the number one sport in the world.
Yes, it is. I understand.
It's not up for it, and I get it. And it's a cheap sport. You can kick a ball, and everybody can play, right? You can play in bare feet. You don't have to have expenses. If you just want to go out and, makes it nice. You don't have to join, travel league teams, and your parents got to pay a lot of money. I probably do still have that, though. I shouldn't say that.
So they'd rather watch paint dry than soccer.
No, you know what? I led this. I baited everybody into this. I deserve this. I deserve you guys.
You've been good on the soccer stuff, though, man. You've done your research. You're naming players and stuff. You were a little off on your bet last night, but
I'm not betting, so I don't have to. Yeah.
That's true. You just give your picks and let everyone else lose.
Yeah. It's what we call harmless bet. Yeah, it's not, because it doesn't really matter. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, so it's okay. But yeah, and guess what? For all the football junkies, we got Omar coming up, number one, but we're just
talking about regular football.
Yeah, regular football.
We're getting back finally. Thank you.
Hey, listen, man, I'm enjoying this, and I'm looking forward. In the middle of the day, we got some games going today, and
Messi plays at noon.
I can't believe that. How the hell they get a 12 o'clock game for Argentina and Egypt?
Because they know we get off at 10.
They know
something for us to watch.
Hell, I think Switzerland and Colombia is like a 4.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4. Yep.
Damn.
Perfect.
Oh, those Colombians are jacked up. They want to keep it here, man. They don't want that thing going back over to the Europe, winning any championships. They want to get it right here. All right. I want to talk to you about something else here this morning that's very important, especially in these hot, humid summers with rain and everything else, air conditioning. And you got a lot of choices out there. You do. You got a lot of choices. And I want to ask you a couple of real simple questions. Have you recently, I know the answer, had a bad experience with an air conditioning company, not on time, told you they're going to show up in the morning and they showed up at the end of the day, so you wasted a whole day? Or how about even worse, they got too busy and they couldn't come out. We'll be back tomorrow. That's reason to find somebody else right there. But then they come out and have no idea what they're doing. How about one guy tells you need a new air conditioning unit, another guy tells you don't? It's just frustrating. The whole business, it just gets a dirty, terrible reputation in general. That's why I got to tell you, going to Chill Zone Air Conditioning, you're going to feel a lot differently. President Melissa De Verona, who I have now dealt with directly, not only here to say when she told me I was ready to go, and she goes, look at Joe, I answer the phone every day. You call, hello, this is Melissa at Chill Zone Air Conditioning. How can I help you? Yes, we can get out there. Sends her trucks. Got a lot of experience on all those trucks. That is so refreshing to hear. All of the people that work with Chill Zone have been on those trucks for a long, long time. A lot of experience, know how to do it. They understand being on time, fixing it. Whether you need a new air conditioning unit, they can deliver that real fast for you. Duct cleaning, they do it all for you all over South Florida. Melissa De Verona is going to answer that phone, family owned and operated, ready to make sure you have a much better experience. No surprises. No, not going to happen with Melissa and her staff. Again, it's Chill Zone Air Conditioning. If you're ready to make a change and try something new and refreshing, I think you're really going to like her to start with. ChillZoneAC.com. Call 786-378-2778. Tell them you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM.
tornadoroofing.com. It is 80 degrees right now and a 30% chance of rain. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach. Check out Fan Zone 305 July 11th. The world's biggest soccer tournament is here. Join us at Fan Zone 305 at the Casino at Dania Beach July 11th. Watch soccer matches, enjoy food trucks, family fun, and more. Free admission, free parking, and all ages are welcome. Visit CasinoDaniaBeach.com.
Joe, it is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Highland. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com.
Well, it's been a while. I haven't talked to him. Some of what he's been talking about, though, he always stays busy with everything going on with the Miami Dolphins. Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist. Omar, nice to get a chance to talk to you, man. It's been a while. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
I'm hanging in there. Not bad. Here for the rest of summer, waiting and seeing what it's going to look like. Hey, I've been getting hit with all kinds of stuff. I'm going to share some of it with you because it had a little bit to do with Rasul Douglas. I thought of you yesterday when Rasul Douglas had a really, really good season for the Dolphins. He did. For a guy that came in, he and Jack Jones, I had no problem. And Rasul, a couple interceptions, played 15 games for you. And those guys didn't come in to go 401k. They played as hard as they could. It was good. He's going to Washington. So I was asked this question. So what if we have all these young guys and we find out they can't play at an NFL level? And I'm not talking in camp, but down the road, and you're going, wow, we got guys on that just can't play and we can only cover up so much. What do you do at that point? Is it just go with the growing pains and what do you think this team will do, I should say?
Waiver wire. I'm pretty sure there'll be a veteran out there like Rasul Douglas at free agency if we approach the exhibition season and we realize it's not a good product from a cornerback position. But truthfully speaking, they want to go young. They want to invest in young players. They actually know Rasul Douglas. They know him personally, yes. Because they've coached him. So they were pretty sure that they didn't want him to be part of this organization or the locker room, just because they want the opportunity to create their own culture, and they honestly don't want veterans influencing the young players. That's just the reality of it.
It's got to be the right guy for sure. I totally agree with you because they did know Rasul Douglas from his days from Green Bay from before.
Yeah.
So Juju Brents and Storm Duck and Jason Marshall and Ethan Bonner and Chris Johnson, who will play first-round pick.
Yes.
We didn't get to see much of Baker. I think he was banged up, who they picked up. But can we find – I mean, they're going that group.
$1 million, so I think he's pretty safe. But, yeah, it's not can we go with that group? We have no choice. Now, the question is, I think last training camp, Dolphins lost 3 cornerbacks.
Yeah, they did quickly.
And it happened bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Now, and that's why we went the route of addressing with veteran cornerbacks, and 2 of them ended up becoming starters. And realistically, the only reason probably Jack Jones started was because Ethan Bonner got hurt, because Ethan Bonner was going to be the season opening starter before I believe he suffered an ankle injury.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Right now, I think Juju is probably the most talented of the cornerbacks, but he's got to stay healthy. That hasn't been the case throughout.
Yeah, that's been the big one. That has.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about always a hot topic. Most promising building block player for this team, and somebody wrote an article you probably saw, Chop Robinson, going into year 3, and I'm like,
yeah.
Man. I mean, I get it. He's a first-round pick. He's in year 3. He's been around, but
that would not be my answer for most promising building block. I would probably put Patrick Paul as probably the most promising building block.
I would go there too. The upside of our left tackle.
Who I would say next? I don't know.
Now, building blocks. So we got veteran guys that are really good right now.
No. That's a building block based on your favorite thing, which is draft status. So I'll say yes.
High draft status. High
Huh?
draft pick status. Yeah, I like the high draft pick
Yeah,
status.
you do. You love that high draft status. um, uh, Chop had a good camp. Chop showed some talent and some ability. Versus Keon Smith, who got released. Chop sent him to the unemployment line.
Yeah.
How much can I take that as Chop's ready to turn up and turn on? I have no idea. The ability is there. So we've seen him be a pass rusher, so we know he can be a third down situational guy. The question is, can he be a every down guy? Can he stop the edge? Can he set the edge? And we won't know that till Pats come on. I guess
you can't be a building block if you can't play all three downs. It's hard to be a specialist and have a building block around a guy
but
in second and third and long. Yes.
I can hardly say I can name 3 other players more than Chop. Maybe Greg Dulcich, maybe Juju Brents, but yeah, Chop would be up there. No, Dante Trader.
I think Dante Trader, boy, he looked the part. I don't know what happened. He was hanging out with our former safety up there in Boca, but he came back.
Yeah, I'm not going to give Minka too much credit, because I think Dante Trader would have been a starter last year if he did not get hurt during training camp. I think he would have been the season opening starter.
I thought they were going to go with those veteran guys no matter what.
No, remember Ashton Davis got hurt and it was wide open, and the other safety, Ife Melifonwu, I don't even think he began the season as a starter. So yeah, I think and Dante immediately got into the playing mix after getting healthy, after sitting out training camp. I think he had like a hamstring injury. He's got talent, he's got ability, he's got intelligence. I think he should have everything he needs to have at least a Chris Clemens-esque season next year.
Yeah, I think Minka's good for him though, being up there. Minka go up there and being around a guy that's had a lot of experience and success to come down here. But yeah, he's acting a lot different. Jordan Phillips, Kenneth Grant, can they have situations where they play together with Zach Sealer? Is there going to be a 3-man rotation potentially inside with those guys?
I think this is no different than Kenneth Grant playing that I mean, not Kenneth Grant, Jordan Phillips playing that nose tackles position that who was it that we had last year? Benito Jones. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think we've seen Zach Sealer play the edge throughout his career here. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing the edge on first and second downs. And so we're going to have the opportunity to have all 3 of those defensive tackles on the field together. But ultimately, they're all going to play 400, 500 snaps if they stay healthy. Right. So, whether they're together or not together, I think we should be good.
Yeah. Hey, so I want to ask you, Gordon Wright as a backup running backs. We talk about Achane all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to play every snap all year. That's ain't going to work. So to me, and I know you're going to work off camp a little bit, you think that thing's been told, both those guys have been told that thing's wide open for the 2 spot coming back?
It should be. It should be. I think
that should be an open competition, by the way. That should be one of your favorite topics, open competition. I agree with you.
Yeah.
One guy's got different gear than the other guy for just straight ahead speed, but they both do some things well. I'm really curious to see if that thing's open though.
It is. It was one of my biggest disappointments of what I saw in the in the player practices that we had opportunities to watch. There wasn't enough competition for me. I didn't see a battle, and that was one of the issues that I did have about. I didn't see many battles, and I'm hoping that that's not a preview of what I'm going to see in training camp. I want to see battles. I want to see, and that's the one thing I liked about one of the few things I liked about Brian Flores. especially in the 2019 season. A guy would have a good practice. A Nick Needham, an undrafted player, would have a good practice. The next day, he was working with the starting unit. The next day, whoever practiced best got elevated up to the starting unit, and you got to see them sort of show you what they can handle. I would hate for us to go into the season where everybody's roles and situations based on their years or their draft status or how high they were drafted or seniority. No, let it be based on performance. And if a guy like Omar Brown is performing like the top safety for 2 days, he should be elevated up to the unit.
I have a problem at that position, but listen, my two number one picks are lining up with the number one group start of camp.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that's fine. Okay, I don't have a problem.
Let me ask you another one that we beat up all off season. Besides talking about our pass rusher, Chop Robinson, I want to ask you about Savaianaya. Everybody's all over the board. When you talk, I could talk to you. You might feel differently. Other guys go, I don't know, man. Just because he's moving to the right side, I don't think it's going to change. Who pushes him? If there's going to be one guy, in your opinion, is it Sawyer?
DJ Campbell. To me, it's DJ Campbell.
DJ Campbell gets a chance. 6th-round pick out of Texas. You think he's
why not? Why not? And keep in mind, DJ Campbell was one of the top high school offensive linemen rated in the nation before he signed with Texas. I think he's a 4-year starter at Texas.
He got a lot of starts, yeah.
Which is not and he was a right guard exclusive only player. So yes, he's learning how to play left guard right now, and he's being cross-trained, but he's a seasoned right guard. Once they put the pads on, we'll be able to tell whether or not Jonah can move people or not, or whether or not Jonah can give you solid protection. It was hard to evaluate Jonah last year because he was going primarily against Kenneth Grant, and they were just both mediocre on mediocre. So it was hard to assess that situation. And I'm not necessarily certain we're going to get anything much different. And we probably won't know whether or not those two players can play until we get to the regular season, until we really unleash the real team.
I think a lot of it, there are going to be guys that look a lot different, as you know, and you've been doing this a long time in the off season of shorts, and then now get into it where it's grinding, practice against other teams and the preseason games. It changes. So, I'm hey, by the way, while I was gone, I got to ask you one question here. I can't let you off the hook. Did you really say if a lot of our young guys play well, we're going to have a chance to win 10 games? Did you say that? Yes or no?
Absolutely. No question.
Where do you see 10 wins?
Okay. Here's the thing. Let's just say
you can take it back right now if you want.
No.
I mean, if you want people talking, they're talking about that.
No. I wrote a column.
Yes, Ben just called it the worst roster in the.
That's fine. They got to have their opinion. Everybody gets to have their opinion. Malik Willis. Let's say he gives you a Jalen Hurts-esque season. Jalen Hurts' second year. You got a chance to win every game, just based on that. Let's talk about if the point of the column I made was
Malik. By the way, Malik can't do it by himself. I
didn't say he needs to do it by himself.
Malik needs receivers get open, a good running game. Go ahead though.
If 5 guys give you the Patrick Paul jump that he had last year, going from a backup whose play was to absolute a force in one season, right?
Okay.
If you
he was that guy though, by the way, now you're asking for a whole bunch of guys.
Greg Dulcich is that guy.
Nice pickup.
Jonas Savonai can be that guy. Jordan Phillips could be that guy. Kenneth Grant could be that guy.
Yeah.
We got
did you think about saying 7 or 8 wins instead of
Juju can be that guy. Storm Duck can be that guy.
I don't
Dante
disagree.
Trader could be that guy.
Okay.
There are a lot of players. And my thought to this season is if you get more players who develop and give you a Patrick Paul-esque turn, doesn't even have to be as good as Patrick Paul, but just a guy that you could look at and say, yeah, That's a player right there. We need to lock him up for the future. If you get more of those guys than you have wins, and you find, let's say, 5 of those guys and you have 5 wins, I think you've had a good season. I think you've had an absolutely good season. It's about
you win 10 games. Are you kidding me? 10 games. We might have a celebration down A1A. We might ask Pat Riley if we can do that whole.
Nobody expected the Dolphins went from the 2018, yes, way better management, way better coaching, totally different approach to the organization. But from 2007 to 2008, they made the biggest jump in the NFL history. And did that when they got Chad Pennington at the last minute. And Chad Pennington just stabilized the quarterback position. You never know what can happen in the NFL on any given day.
I don't know. We've never been through this one where we've given all our cap money to the cemetery. I mean, we've never done this. Brand new, brother. So if we're winning less than half our money and we win 10 games, the GM of the year, the head coach of the year, hell, you might get for coming out with this, because 10-7.
It's possible, Joe.
With the Bills and the Patriots, God bless. I hope you're
possible right. If you get good to great talent development. And that's on coaching. I believe this season is a talent development season because nobody's measuring it by wins.
It is, but some guys aren't going to work out in this draft. So
yeah,
some guys aren't going to just.
I did not say anything about draft picks. I did not mention anything to you about draft picks.
It's about a lot of it's going to be about the 21 draft picks, the last 2 drafts, right? It's going to be about 13 and 8, man.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm doing a piece that's probably going to be posted this morning, and I do it annually, which is the top 10 highest paid Dolphins players for this season. Yeah. And the salary disparity is so bad that a guy making $3 million, which is Tyrell Dodson, and a guy that got signed for $3.25 million are the 9th and 10th highest paid players on the roster.
You're right. Yeah.
And they're
I'm guessing it goes Malik Willis, Zach Sealer, and then it really starts to
yeah, and the rookies are up there. The rookies are both, I believe in, and it's very disturbing.
Again, that's what we came into. When you cleaned it, we knew everybody
30 free agents.
The show this morning. Omar, we can't be surprised about all this when everybody goes, let's go get this guy, let's go get that guy. Hey, what didn't you get from the math class, brother, that we had here months ago about we have no money, minus.
These are all choices, Joe, because you could have had 2 here as your backup and kept $13 million. These are all choices. So, but Tua's getting paid $52.7 million from the Dolphins. While they have 30 players this year, while they have 30 players who were signed for the NFL minimum or right around it.
Listen, I'm running way late here as I'm getting a signal. Hey, Omar, thanks, man. Thank you. 10 wins. Damn. You really did say it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malik Willis could be a baller.
Hey, whatever you've been celebrating with over there, listen, I want to get a little bit if I get a little down over there. Hey, Omar, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for being with me. All right. Omar Kelly with us from the Miami Herald. 10 wins. Hey, all right.
That's what happens when you take a week off. He said that to me. I didn't know what to say. At least you didn't get into the whole the first picks don't matter, all that
man,
stuff.
I didn't give him a chance to do that. No, listen, I want to talk about something else. If you start, you're getting off the road a little bit. I'm worried about Omar right now. Hey, Dr. Barry. Recovery Unplugged, man, they got a great one for you. And I want to talk to all my guys out there that are going through some hard times. It happens, man. Loss of jobs, going through tough things in a relationship. All of a sudden, you're off the road, man. You're off the road. And usually you've been able to get back on, but not this time. And everybody's noticed. People who care about you have noticed. Do something about it, man. Recovery Unplugged, it just works. Their mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale is a private, comfortable space to heal with music-based care that hits the right note. They accept most major insurance plans. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. This summer, Heal Out Loud. Dr. Barry and the staff really good at what they do. It's private and it works. Recovery Unplugged.
The Joe Rose Show is
Headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
Hey, Woody, something's got to give. ESPN says we have the worst roster in the NFL, and Omar says there's a chance we can win 10 games.
I don't want to relive this, to be quite honest.
I'm done.
I mean,
I'm done.
I'm shocked that people got to you.
He got in my head. He just took some free rent in my head. He's there.
So somebody must have told you, because he did say that while you were gone. And, you know.
Oh, I know exactly who told me. Yes, somebody did tell me. I was trying to think who it was. Yes.
I left you alone that entire week, man. No one's bothering you.
They said your reaction was very funny. All right.
I don't even know how he reacted, but you get blown away when you hear stuff like that. But then he got into also that like the first and second round picks don't matter.
He's all over.
And he had to like have Mike Florio get involved. Like I was just anyway.
We 7-10 last year.
They're not winning 10 games, bro. I think that's very, very unlikely.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Our home schedule full of great quarterbacks.
Stop, okay.
All right. No, I said full of great quarterbacks to come see. Go ahead.
I'm going to say full of winnable games.
We got Patrick Mahomes, our first home game here.
You're
How's that for starters at home? All right.
Start looking at it. Well, maybe we can win 10.
No, I didn't say that.
All right. We don't have a lot of time here, Joe. I'll run through a couple of these. Have you seen this? Now people are starting to come out that were upset that they didn't get the invite to the Taylor Swift wedding. Will Compton was one of those recently here. And then even more unusual.
Why do you share that like public? Why don't you just tell
know.
the people close to you? I'm kind of pissed we didn't get invited.
And then he's upset because, like, did you see Dean Blandino got an invite?
Really?
Yeah. So there were some strange ones that got invited. What's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on the coach, the cheating coach? Vrabel. He got an invite. He went with his wife.
That's weird. Did he?
I didn't. Yeah, I guess they must be friends or something.
Yeah.
But at least he's with his wife. I think they had an arrangement because I just saw Rossini's running around with the husband on a cruise ship because people can't leave anyone alone. But
yes, she was the biggest story this offseason. If you really look at it, she was the biggest story. She and the head coach.
Waiting for her to speak.
Nah, it's not going to
I don't know what program she's going to go on.
I don't know why everybody thinks she's all of a sudden like trying to, she's not going to, it's over. That thing's done. There's no more.
All right. And one more thing here, Joe, if you are interested in watching a new sports league, The Zone, I think it's pronounced, DAZN, adds something called 3 Ice. It is a hockey league. Maybe Jamie knows about this. It is a 3-on-3 hockey league. Any interest? It has aired on the CBS Sports Network previously in 2022.
I can't even ice skate, so I don't know why you're asking me, but yeah, but like Jamie, it sounds like he'd like that.
Right up his alley.
Hockey version of the Big Three?
Yeah,
like former players.
Oh, a lot of open ice.
By the way, you see, there was a vicious fight in the Big Three the other day, which is still playing. Which is like, I was blown away to see that thing's still alive.
Mario Chalmers is in the league.
I like 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah, I like it too. I don't like watching it.
No, I think if you get guys that are, I'd like to see come back. I don't know how they could do it. 1-on-1.
1-on-1.
In the NBA, the best guys play against each other.
They won't do the dunk contest. I don't think they're going to enter a 1-on-1.
That's what we grew up with, man. You're in a small town. You don't have a lot of kids around. You play a lot of 1-on-1 and 3-on-3.
Sure.
All right. 2-on-2.
Anyway, 10 wins, bro.
Don't do 10 wins.
Gonna tell people about something else.
I just wish he wouldn't do that because if this goes right, and some of the guys there will be a Patrick Paul or two that has a breakout. There's also going to be a lot of guys that struggle. Like, wow.
Okay.
Deer in headlights. Go ahead.
Let me tell you about something that's real here, Joe. DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That's real. Yes, that means you Florida win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round, and DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app right here in Florida. The world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, you can sign up with the code 1043WQAM. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 1043WQAM in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
champions, home of the 5-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, the 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes basketball, and now the new home of the 2-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami at a Domino's game. You'll always find your Abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now the Pricito at Doral Kia, starting with the World Cup. The USA fell to Belgium 4-1 in the round of 16, bringing their tournament to a close. Over to the Marlins, who will welcome in the Mariners for a 3-game home series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And the Heat, who officially welcomed in Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bobby Portis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. will wear number 10 like his dad, while Giannis will wear number 7. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. It's 80 degrees. There is rain in the forecast here. Did you see what happened, by the way, Joe, with the Heat store yesterday?
No.
So they initially put out the Giannis jerseys with the number 34.
Right.
And
His
they found
old
out he was going
number.
to wear number 7.
Ooh.
So they had to backtrack on that one. I don't know what they're going to do with those jerseys. Send them off to like the
nobody checked ahead of time, huh?
I guess not. They had them up. I think it was like Will Manso posted a picture of like the jerseys in the store. They were ready to roll. I mean, the Heat had it like at noon. They were like, they're probably going to sell a lot of jerseys.
No, they're going to sell a ton.
So they had the Vice jersey colors, but they're going to have to
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Bigger issue. First of all, what do you think he averages on this team?
Oh man.
No, I'm being because the guy's numbers. Well, guys' numbers when they get here seems to spread out a little more. I'm just asking.
Well, I don't know how balanced this team is going to be, so I think the numbers will
27 points a game.
I hope so.
That would be my number and guess. But he's going to have some big games now. My man scores has a lot of 30-point games.
I don't want to get too comfortable shooting those threes, though. It's kind of fallen into that. It looked like the last handful of seasons.
Yes. Well, listen, you do whatever he wants there. He's glad to have him.
27 last season, 30.
Yeah.
So
he puts up
28, 27, 28 would be good.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. What about for Bam?
Offensively?
19? 18, 20? That's Bam.
More worried about Bam on the other end, to be honest. But
don't worry about Bam on the other end. The other part is why I think.
Well, there's been a lot of pressure on Bam to score with these teams they've rolled out the past few years. So I'd like to see his offensive numbers go down, to be quite honest. But
I'd like to see his numbers go down.
Yeah. But he's got someone else to really shoulder the scoring load here.
You like him right around 20, 19 or 20 points a game. That's not.
So you want those two to combine average 50 points a game, give or take here?
No. Yeah, I'd like to see him average at. Yeah, whatever you want to put the average at. Close to it. I mean, not that Tyler Hero was
Bam was
right.
up near 20 last
like
handful of years. He was 18.
What did he do last year? He had the 83
20,
in the game.
20 the year before. 20. Well, yeah, he had the 83-point game. 20 last year, 18 the year before, 19, 20, 19.
That one game allowed you to have some hall pass games, man. That was strong.
17 and 10. Live with that.
Hey, listen, and then the supporting cast, what's that going to look like? Just going down. Bobby Portis always seems to be good for 13, 14 a game. Timmy Hardaway's 13, 14 a game. Davion Mitchell, 10, 12 points a game.
What'd you think of the
Wiggins
number thing with Tim Hardaway, by the way?
I wasn't surprised.
Taking the number down from the rafters.
Thought that's
to give
cool.
To the Sun. I think that's cool, too.
Yeah. Says a lot about their relationship, but it says it's great. I like it. Timmy letting them do that. That's Timmy Sr. saying, hey, it's cool. Does Timmy Hardaway live down there? If he hasn't, I'll bet his ass going to be here a lot now to watch this.
Yeah, you would think.
I've said this more than once. Hardaway and Zoe teams were
They were fun.
Fun to watch, man. Just so many exciting games. That was a good time. No question about it. That was fun. Hey, speaking of fun, we've got a lot of news, and of course, I don't know how you're feeling today, but United States is out of it. I say, you know what? It didn't really affect me because I haven't been emotionally tied to it. I've enjoyed watching it. I have. I've enjoyed watching, and I still enjoy. The problem is I enjoy watching some of the other teams more than the United States. I've been very honest about it. It's not, please don't call me a communist or dictator or anything. I don't really need that in my life right now. I do enjoy here, but yeah, I never got like overly emotional with the USA team. And I get, hey, man, I want them to play well. It's good for business. We got these games coming up at Hard Rock. Got some great games. Got a really good one Saturday night, and then we get one more. So we got two more of these fun games, and with great teams, obviously, as they move on. But, hey, man, I enjoy it. I enjoy turning it on, but I am not emotionally.
Well, I don't know if people were expecting. Like, one of my buddies just sent the picture of McLovin wearing a USA jersey, and they called him Christian Pulisic.
Yeah.
You go, when Christian Pulisic, when his country needs him. You know, the guy from Superbad McLovin.
Yeah. Guy was limping off the field is where he was.
Yeah.
He's been injured the whole time. By the
It's
way,
okay, man.
Had a really nice couple of features on him, though. They went out and showed him as a young kid. And going
they had a good
overseas.
run. I'm sure a lot of people watched last night, so they did well.
Yeah,
it's
they're
fine.
going to get great numbers for that game. I don't know how long everybody stayed around once they realized there's a big difference in the two teams. But, hey, man, you know what, Woody? It's a great question, and it's a question that's been around this country for a long, long time. Are we ever going to have, or we consider, some of the top players in the world that come from and grew up in this country, have grown up in this country? I don't know. We don't right now. Messi doesn't count. He just plays here.
Yes, we're aware.
All right, just wanted to be a smartass for a second. But I don't know. Are we going to get a 16 or 17-year-old superstar and they go, this guy's got the makings, all the big teams?
I don't know why
put
people
him in the academy. And
why is it unsuccessful what they did? Like, get to the round of 16. I mean,
you're trying to sell Americans on, hey, you made top 16. Way to go.
I think they did fine for what they were. They're usually terrible.
I don't think soccer fans over here are thinking that. They're going, wow.
I thought it was a good run.
We got people on TV saying they got a chance if everything goes right to get to the final game.
I'm also not going to care for another 4 years. So,
yeah, that's like you said.
I'm not going to watch Premier League on Saturday mornings.
Probably
I'm watching.
I'm guessing it won't be coming here for a long, long
football,
time again either. I'm guessing we're not going to get another one of these for a
World
long
Cup.
time. Yeah,
probably not. Well, I don't know. Maybe FIFA liked it enough. They've been known to take a bribe here and there.
I got to tell you, it's been a big hit in this country.
Yes, it has.
Yeah,
very
I see
popular.
These crowds as we get deep, and I'm guessing
people are spending a lot of money to go to these games.
I guess England playing over here is not going to be bad for business Saturday night.
It'll probably be crowded, yes.
Two of the best players in the world going against each other.
A lot of ticketing scandals. I don't know if you follow that.
I know, but I don't know how you get rid of it, Woody. I know you like all that crap. I don't know how you get rid of it.
I just find it interesting that they apparently are dumping tickets on the secondary market at half the price because they don't want to undercut the people that already bought the ticket. There's a lot of weird stories.
I don't know. They're expensive, man. Those are, like you said, once every 4 years. Hey, the Super Bowl tickets, they keep going up in price. They don't go down.
Usually things just go up.
So anyway, it's
don't we have the Olympics coming up here, like in LA or something?
Oh, we do have the Olympics coming to LA.
That's good. You like the Summer Olympics?
I do, but I'll tell you what. You talk about one area crowded with people.
LA.
Good luck getting
Haven't
around
they had
there.
it before?
Yeah. The old Coliseum. Come on, of course.
So they don't spread it around the country.
Was that 1980, I think. Actually, 1980 Olympics. So.
No, was it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know why he threw out
alive then.
Probably wrong.
Well, you like the Summer Olympics, the running and stuff.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's one of my favorite things.
I know it
Go
is.
on, I'm going to get ripped for this now.
You're not going to get ripped for it. Everyone
I
likes
do.
it
I
now.
enjoy the 100, the 200. I enjoy the long
That
jump.
show did a lot for that sport, by the way.
Decathlon. I know. I
that
don't.
sprinter
But I
show.
don't need those shows, those speed shows that they do on Netflix for every sport. I didn't need that to enjoy watching
No.
the fastest men in the world.
You're part of the built-in fan base.
Yes.
That was like for the casuals like me.
I'll tell you what I kind of miss. It used to be one of my favorites as a kid. His name was Bruce Jenner, and he was a decathlon.
I didn't even bring it up.
I know you, and you were.
I know he was your boyhood hero.
He was.
I know. I know.
Like, that guy was big stuff out in the
know.
Bay Area where he trained at San Jose City at State and City College, and that was that
So he's
was a
up from
big thing.
you and Bo's neck of the woods.
Yeah, closer to Bo's, but not too
Milpitas?
far from me. such a clown.
Can you imagine?
I do. I enjoy track. And by the way, I'm not a big fan of Winter Olympics, which Squaw Valley has had up by where I'm from.
I like the Winter Olympics.
You do?
Yeah, I like the skiing and snowboarding and stuff.
Not even close for me.
The hockey's been very good. That's part of the Winter Olympics.
That has been great. Now that has been just.
You know, it's been really good. The basketball has been really good.
Yeah,
because all the other countries have caught up.
That's
always fun to watch.
No.
They really have caught up.
The best thing they did was get rid of this amateur stuff and just let all the best athletes in all these sports play.
So that thing is in what, 2 years from now? I wonder what that USA team's going to look like.
What do you mean?
For basketball, you're not going to have
basketball.
LeBron.
I thought you were talking. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were talking winter about. Okay.
No, you're not going to have LeBron. You're not going to have. Maybe you'll have Steph. I can't imagine.
I'm guessing.
You have too many of those other guys that were on the last team.
You're right. That team could be
right.
Could be an interesting.
Durant? No.
We can put a bunch of 40-year-olds on the team.
Yeah,
if that's what I'm not.
But these are the guys that have been really good in international play.
We can't have too many of them.
No.
Can't make your thing full of. Got to get these young stars. They got plenty though. Now that I think about it, they'll be in great shape. But the foreign players are playing a lot better over here. They are, Woody. To your point. Hey, Woodrow, we got to go to break here. I see Alex Solana is going to join us, talk a little bit. Been doing this great soccer show on the weekends, and Alex is really, really on top of everything. I'm curious what his take is on the growth of our sport and what it might look like. I won't be around 20 years from now. I'm guessing I got no shot.
It's called our sport.
Well, I meant.
I know you meant.
I meant soccer in this country.
1984, by the way, was L.A.
84. Okay.
1984.
84. All right. Let's get over to I'm done.
You said our sport. I didn't know if you were talking about tennis, which is about ready to start here.
No, you guys.
Hey, we got some good matches going.
Jamie already told me he can't watch it, so I'm done.
He just said the tennis players are too uptight for him.
He didn't say it. You said that.
Very stuffy at Wimbledon.
You know what? You're a little stuffy sometimes at a party when you don't talk to people. Hey, I want to talk to you about your South Florida Chevy dealers this morning. Check out this lineup of trucks, man. South Florida Chevy. Let's start with this. 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. If you're looking for a truck, and if you're a truck person, man, a lot of you, that's all you drive. You family trucks to working trucks to enjoy my weekends, pulling my boat, going fishing and wave runners and the whole deal. Man, do we have a truck for you when it comes to one of the best, man, the Colorados and the Silverados. That's what we're loaded down with right now. And not just the Colorado Custom to the ZR2, but also you get the Trail Boss with the Silverado family, the Silverado EV. You get 10 models with 4 powerful engine choices. Silverado just delivers, man, everything you need. Strength, dependability, efficiency, durability, you just name them. And that's what the Silverado truck's all about. And yes, whether it's a full-time working truck, family truck, needs to be a truck for everything you need. 7 days a week, we got them for you, man. Whether it's a powerful LTZ with a premium style and substance to match, or the biggest with the Chevy Silverado HD High Country. Man, I just had one in front of me the other day. Those are nice. Hey, for the best in Florida here right now, Chevy's got a Florida truck for you. Whatever it is you need, we got. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Together, let's drive.
The Joe Rose Show
code again. The soccer tournament is here. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $300 from Sinbad Sports at the Coleridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, text the word Jersey to 20357. That is Jersey to 20357. For more info, you can go to WQAM.com. There's a text contest message and data rates apply. Do not text and drive.
All right, Woody, thank you. And it's a very interesting topic because especially today, the United States is out of the tournament, World Cup, lost to Belgium yesterday, 4-1, and got kicked around pretty good. Got kicked around and now out. They won some games. And once again, as you get deeper into the tournament, you play against better teams, and Belgium has one hell of a team. So they're moving on. We got more games today. Matter of fact, Argentina and Egypt and Switzerland and Colombia, 2 games. And by the way, early games. If you're heading home early, maybe put in a half a day and at lunchtime say, I'm going home for a while. Not feeling good today. I got a little soccer fever. But I just wonder, because I see more and more kids. I talk to all the guys about this, and not everybody. We have a lot of guys that have kids that play the same sport they did, professional athletes. But we also have a lot more kids playing different sports, don't want to follow their father's footsteps, fell in love with a different sport, didn't like their sport. So we see a lot of the kids, and they obviously have a good gene pool, very athletic. And I just wonder, and you're right, Woody, I still think a majority of those kids are going to play, the great athletes are going to play basketball and they're going to play football. I totally agree. Some will play baseball, also have some really good athletes. I just don't know. And it always starts, we've said this, I can look at the first sport most of our kids play at 5 or 6 years old is we all sign them up for that soccer chase game they do, where all the kids chase each other around. The one aggressive kid kicks the ball and the rest of them kind of following and looking over at mom and dad. And that's the sport we all start with, soccer. That's kind of like,
well, yeah, because it's the easiest for kids to play.
Right. No, I get it. Standing out there myself.
We're not going to be talking a lot of soccer over the next 4 years, though, man. I mean, realistically,
I think a lot more people. The best thing they did is put that Premier League on Saturday and Sunday morning during football season.
Why do you watch?
I do watch when I get up early, see who's playing. I'm not watching for a long time. I mean,
watch a little college game day, or you can watch Manchester United or whatever play.
Yeah. All right, Woody. I mean, you're calling me out now on the soccer. All right, I don't.
It's okay. It's just
I don't watch a lot of soccer.
We're not going to talk about it again for 4 more years. So
you're not going to watch to see how Messi and Argentina do the rest of the way.
Well, because it's at noon today, I might.
Okay. You're not going to see. You're not curious who's going to win the tournament here.
Early.
Oh, man, play with your fans, man. You're great. You're the best at playing with your fan base. Whatever's coming in on that machine,
I don't care what's coming out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to act like a fraud and say I've been watching all the games like you.
I'm not. If I said I watch all of them, I said I watch.
I'm trying to be honest with you. You asked me if I'm going to watch. I said probably not.
Okay, I'm going to watch.
I haven't watched much up to this point. I'm probably not going to watch much more.
I have no emotion to the tournament. I just like watching. I saw a lot of emotion at that game last night. I saw a lot of fans from the United States up in Seattle that were pretty jacked up and had all kinds of stuff. And Fox had them going in the pregame show, and the lead announcer standing up on the podium like he does he's going and they're doing chants and they're swinging. What's that song they're singing? Was that West Virginia?
Oh,
I guess that's our official song now.
Is it?
I don't know.
I saw they had the guy from
Take Me Home.
Guy from Pearl Jam was chugging a beer over there playing his song, and he was.
Hey man, it's a good
different.
It's great.
Music,
it's great to have here. I think it's great, and hopefully it helps the MLS a little bit. But I will tell you one guy that's a winner that may or may not be listening, but he'll hear about it. The Moss brothers. Jose and Jorge are going to be the winners in this thing, because the better Messi plays, the better it is for business once this is done, and they're trying to win all these tournaments coming up, including the MLS for a second straight year, and fill up that new beautiful stadium that they have, it's going to be good for business. That guy has been just sensational at age 39. Truly amazing what Messi's doing, and still being mentioned with all those guys from about 30 years old and down that are still playing. I think Mbappe's 27. I think I saw Holland's like 30, and all those great players in areas at 39 still playing at a really, really high level. So I'm kind of rooting for him today, man. Argentina and against Egypt. We'll talk.
Is Egypt any good? Probably not, right?
I don't know.
I think Argentina's big favorites.
Are they?
Yeah. Egypt doesn't have a great club this
must,
time around.
They must have something good. They're still in the tournament.
Egypt?
Right? If you're still in the tournament, you must be. Switzerland and Colombia are good. Like
USA was still in the tournament.
Egypt must, right? I don't know. Egypt must have some guys playing somewhere besides just kicking it around in Egypt with the kids. Jeez. I don't know who it is, but it must be good. We know Argentina's got 2 of our players from the MLS team. They're good.
Yeah.
Whatever, Woody. I'm done.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
No,
the Big 12, I think, has their media day starting today.
It's starting up already.
It's starting.
So next week's ACC?
They decided they were going to start right after the USA lost. They said the USA lost. No one cares anymore.
Now we can get some people over here wondering what we're spending and what we're going to look like for football season. Is the ACC looking to make sure they're not doing it at the same time the SEC's doing it?
They have had trouble with that of late.
They got to stop, man.
They do it like a week.
I don't care. You got to do it away from them. You can't, because all the media is going to go to the SEC. Everybody's going to go. All the big guys are all going to go, and you're sitting there with ACC, ESPN, and that's it. Nobody else going to go.
So the SEC is a 4-day event, July 20th through the 23rd. So they will not be a conflict there.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Canes fans, you should be excited. Let me see. The Panthers are excited about what they have. Giannis in town. The Heat feeling a lot better. And I got to tell you, I'm not so sure I don't put you at top of the whole list of teams that should be excited with what the Canes have put together and what's coming in the near future with that recruiting class. They just verbally committed to them, that whatever that's worth. But they had a great offseason. That's called a great offseason when you recruit really well. But that team is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be – and by the way, so far, Woody, although I'm knocking on my desk here, but all the quarterbacks that have transferred in have been really good. Not Cam Ward good now. Cam Ward was the first overall pick. Carson Beck ended up had a good – minus one game and maybe, I don't know.
This guy may have a little more Cam Ward in him, though.
Yeah.
Than
This guy,
Carson.
This guy feels a little more, yes.
Got a lot of weapons.
Yeah. No, they're loaded. They said they needed more speed on the outside. They did it. They added another 1,000-yard pass receiver who happened to be his number 1 target last year at Duke. And then the biggest question on the team, it's not even pass rushers for me, because I think they've got really good pass rushers. Probably not as good as 2 first-round picks, but really good. And I may be the only one, but I am not sold on the offensive line yet. In time, I will be, because they got some young puppies on that thing. Cantwell is going to be a stud. You're right. Is he going to be a right tackle, right?
Yes.
We think he's going to be a right tackle. He's going to be really good.
1 week, man. 1 week.
He literally, they're going to do what they did with Maui Noah. Day one, just go, kid, get over there and line up at right tackle and don't look behind you. It's you get going with this. So yeah, we'll be at the ACC. I won't. Woody will be at the ACC meetings up there, and it is weird because usually we go up there and there's 3 or 4 teams everybody's talking about.
There's like one.
Well, there's one team that's.
Who else has any buzz in the ACC? Clemson's kind of fallen off, right?
I got to tell you, Woody, I know you don't like to
coach.
hear this. Every year, 1 or 2 teams grab Miami by the os.
By the what?
They get grabbed by somebody, gets them. Somebody beats them.
You're not breaking news to me that they've stumbled in conference
That's
games.
all I'm saying is so
I understand, yes.
So there are teams that can beat them.
You buy the Virginia Tech James Franklin hype?
Well, he had he went out and got after it. Virginia Tech, put some money in front of that property up there and gave him something to work with.
The Canes are never going to win that conference. I mean, seems like this would be the time.
Yeah, if there was ever a time you need to go through your schedule. Do they have Clemson? They have Clemson on the schedule?
I think they do. Maybe. No. Yes.
Dabo's still fighting now. I just don't.
They play Clemson October 3rd. Yep.
Okay.
He just can't help.
So that's either that or Notre Dame, your toughest games, right?
Well, Notre Dame's number one. I don't even consider them the ACC. It's just.
Well, they're not.
They're an independent team, right? They have to play.
Notre Dame is guaranteed a playoff spot this year, though.
If they get in the top 12, yes.
Which they will, obviously, after what happened last year.
Probably a little makeup for last year. Maybe they did a little apologizing because we don't want Catholics all upset at us. So maybe that was the case. But I don't know. That's a great question. Who do you worry? Who are you worried about most?
There's no one to worry about.
No, don't say that. Why do you say that? There was nobody to worry about last year. You just yap.
I know they've tripped up. I know, but from a talent standpoint. From a talent standpoint, come on. You're going to be favored in every single game this season, with the exception of maybe Notre Dame.
Weren't they favored in every game last year?
Probably.
Okay. I'm just saying, you come out and all like, hey, man, we're here again. You know we did last year.
They don't have any of those, like, what was it, Louisville on a Friday night. That was a recipe for disaster.
They played at home.
I know, but still.
Stop. You don't.
They don't have any of those this year. Who's your toughest? Like at North Carolina, they're a joke.
I'm not worried about North Carolina. Duke lost their quarterback to us.
So I hear. Are they defending ACC champions?
I don't know what Florida State in. You don't hear from Florida State's not yapping at all.
State might be the worst football program in the entire country.
I got all Florida State people. My Merrill Lynch, Florida State guys I haven't heard from about their team. My accountant and his staff, Florida State people, I haven't heard from them.
Well, they would have fired that coach 2 years ago if they didn't spend all their money on legal fees.
No wonder they call my wife all the time and they want to talk about it. Florida State.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. Somebody's got to be decent in there.
You got Boston College at the end of the season. Boston College usually pretty bad.
NC State, maybe. Oh, Virginia's usually pretty good. Virginia's got a good team. I don't know.
They're usually okay, I guess.
I don't know. But don't put a whammy like you're just going to breeze.
I know they've had trouble with a lot of these games. I know.
When was the last time, by the way? When was the last time they didn't lose a game in the ACC? Oh.
Well, that would be every year.
Right. Right.
Again, you're not breaking news here this morning, Joe. I'm just like, I'm looking at the schedule right now. I'm struggling to see a game.
You know what?
That screams slip up. That's like screams trap game. Like a Friday night Louisville game. And Louisville was good last year. Like that had problems.
You had to
at SMU.
You had to turn the ball over, and you still on the last drive after a zillion turnovers still had a chance to win that game against Louisville. But those are going to happen. That quarterback that they have right now is going to have a bad game. He's going to throw 3 in a game.
You got Pitt here?
I don't know about Pitt.
Pitt's usually respectable, I guess.
Feisty. I like him. He's one of my favorite coaches. I do like him. Hey, Choice Mortgage, let's talk about that while you're already got the team 12-0 down at UM. Need cash to pay off taxes, liens, judgments, IRS, high interest rates, second mortgages, credit card debt? Call Mike Ocazzi at Choice Mortgage. He is Choice Mortgage. He's ready to help you with all the experience this man has. He's about great service. 561-441-2730. Call or text him. If you own a commercial or residential property with equity, call Michael right now. He can help you get that equity out. He's been helping Floridians for more than 30 years now. Looking to buy a home today, he'll get you pre-approved with little money down. Now really is the time to lock in before interest rates might be going up again. Call on his cell phone. He's always can get a hold of him. Call or text him. He works 24/7, even Saturday and Sunday. You'll be able to get a hold of him or he'll get back to you. 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730. Nobody is going to work harder to get it done in half the time of the big banks like Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
WQ
live in all 50 states. And yes, that means you, Florida. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has got you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app right here in Florida. The world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with the code 1043WQAM. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code 1043WQAM in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim. Issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms at dkng.co/predictions promo. Joe.
All right, Woody. Yeah, man. That was a lot of stuff going on. Hey, speaking of a lot of stuff going on, the Marlins have just quietly just been a great story. 20-6 in June. Come back and get a sweep in July, going to Sacramento, win all 3 games. 49-42 on the season. Got a lot of guys obviously playing really well. Tied for that third and final. I didn't look today, but we're tied with that wild card for a wild card position right now, and still have second half of the season to go, and open up a 3-game series today with Seattle for 3. And so anyway, if you want to get out there and stuff, and Max Meyer's on the mound tonight for that first game, 9-1 on the season, going to the All-Star game next week. And Otto Lopez has just been one of the best stories in baseball, period. One of the best stories in all of baseball, hitting 346, 123 hits on the season. Those, by the way, both their numbers are number 1 batting average in hits. Got 9 home runs, 43 RBIs, and 17 stolen bases. Making 1-year contract for $800,000. How about that? Boy, you talk about getting your money's worth. So we had the trade deadline coming up, and it's always been said around here, and Bruce Sherman has said it too. Peter Bendix, I think, would agree. And like, hey, if you guys are in it at the we get down towards that trade deadline, we're gonna be buyers. We're gonna be buying, not getting rid of guys. And they've got a team that looks like overall, especially in key positions, they're really good, and they're solid, and they're not going away. They're not going away. My first thing is, please, I know the Sandy Alcantara. By the way, if we talk more about trading Sandy Alcantara, he and Tyler Hero, the 2 guys that we talked most about trading in the last 3 or 4 years.
I don't think it makes any sense to trade Sandy right now.
None.
They're a playoff contender. He's been great this year. Why move him?
You got three guys that have been really good and flat out dominant at times in your rotation. I think, and I've been told, Bruce Sherman loves Sandy Alcantara. And listen, he's got 10 wins on the season. ERA, because a couple of bad outings is up, but he's been really good. I hope they keep him. And now we got to find out. And I believe Bruce Sherman. He said, hey, man, I got plenty of money. If I need to trade for something, I'll do it if we got a chance. So, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know too many people out there thought this team's going to be 7 games over 500 with that 20-6 June and an early sweep to July out in Sacramento against the A's. But that's what they've been able to do. So, anyway, I hope they follow through with it. And I think it goes a long way. Still trying to get butts in seats out there. And so hopefully some people get a chance to go out and see some of the games with Seattle, who's got a real nice team coming to town here. We got all kinds of promotions going on with the team as well.
Want to hear about some of these?
What do you got?
We got some good ones coming up here. So today, Tuesday, we got the 2 for $25. 2 tickets and 2 beers, just $25.
Okay.
So that's a nice one there.
Yeah, what else?
Wednesday, we got the 4 for $44. I know
That's
you like that
big.
one.
I think
4
that's
tickets,
the best one to have.
4 hot dogs, 4 sodas. And then for you on Thursday, we got Senior Day. 2 complimentary tickets for those 65 and older.
Oh, God. I got to go by myself. The wife's not quite.
Nicely done. Nice catch. July 10th, Joe, Friday.
God, I know she hates that. And women hate their age, man. They don't like to bring up the age. I didn't say it.
$5 beers at the Budweiser bar before the first pitch on Friday. And then we got fireworks to finish off the evening. There's also Military Appreciation Night. You can buy a ticket package for that, and they have a jersey attached to that. On Saturday.
Jeez, Woody.
I got more, Joe. On Saturday, we got the USA 250th celebration. You get a jersey package for that one as well. It's a pretty cool-looking jersey, by the way. It's like a Marlins USA jersey. We got the red, white, and brew going on as well. Pizza Saturdays. The tickets, 4 tickets, large pizza there, 4 drinks.
Yeah.
And we have the Legends Pin Series as well, a Charles Johnson pin. And then on Sunday.
Spend some time with CJ out there.
On Sunday, we got a Billy the Marlin shoulder plush for the first 10,000 kids.
Okay.
We got alumni selfies. And then this one I think is actually really cool here. I like this one personally, Joe. Top Gun Day. So they got a package here that you can buy with a ticket package, and you get a Marlins Top Gun hat. I don't know if you're a fan of those movies.
I like Top Gun. I've seen it 100 times. I've seen both.
It's cool.
I like the old Top Gun. I like the new one.
The new one's
man.
really good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I love that guy in movies.
Well, that's what's coming up here. So we got a great,
great
week of stuff.
We hit
here.
it. No, Marlins got a lot of stuff going on. Right, lot of stuff going on, and more importantly than anything, they got a really good team. So anyway, we think we're gonna get the skip on tomorrow. Is Clayton gonna join us maybe tomorrow?
We are efforting that right now. Yes, we're working.
All right. Hopefully, we get the manager on. We can talk to him about everything, including what's it like to be looking at a perfect game through 7 innings. Knowing,
let it go.
Yesterday, I'm watching the 2 grumpy old men, and I went, "Oh boy, they're gonna hit it hard." They did. They hit it hard. Man.
Tough call.
Yeah, not what you said yesterday. No,
well, we gotta move on now.
Yeah. Hey, you don't get those if you're at that game. You don't get those very often, and to be there for one of those games would be really cool. I totally agree. That's all I'm going to say. Not saying anything else.
Might have been the greatest sports accomplishment in that city ever.
In Sacramento?
Yeah, right? Since there's been no accomplishments of note.
Nothing but minor league baseball there and Sacramento Kings.
Also
they
minor
had some
league.
Good stuff. No. You're such a
The Kings? I guess they did have a run like 20 years ago.
They did. Weber was on that team, and White Chocolate was on that team.
Yeah,
they had a good team.
In my lifetime, they've never done anything.
Okay. Jeez.
They were good for a little
hard
bit there.
group,
They're
man.
okay.
You guys need to expand out to the older people a little bit here. Killing us.
That would have been the greatest accomplishment in that city's history. For anything, sports or anything else.
What do you mean?
That would have put them on the map. What is Sacramento known for?
Being a big town. Sutter's Fort.
You can't name one famous thing that's ever happened there.
Gold Rush. I don't know.
Could have been known for Yuri Perez's perfect
Yep.
game.
Yeah.
They would have put that on the sign when you're driving.
Can you
into
imagine
town.
that? Yeah, he got a street named after him or something, pointing right towards.
Perez Place.
All right, well, it didn't happen. All right, didn't happen.
Greatest accomplishment
you guys.
in Sacramento
So
sports
you guys
history.
aren't letting it go now. You're trying to get creative on the funny guy stuff. Didn't work. All right, we got Solana going to join us, man, and talk a little bit. Wonder what Solana thinks about the future of and how much growth we can have to be a more competitive World Cup team. That's fair. Now let's get ready for it, brother. We're going to ask you about that and looking ahead to potentially France and Argentina in the finals again 4 years later. How cool would that be? Hey, I want to talk about something else for just a second that's going on, and it's about Harvey Cohen and Gary Judah, 2 guys that I'm pretty crazy about because I know how passionate they are when it comes to personal injury that you might be going through. That's what they do. They've been doing it for 35 years each now. So you see all these ads we get saturated with, and you hear them, Giant Family, The Big Firm, all over the country, the jet, they're all walking together, the whole thing. I just got to ask you, like, how can that be personal touch when you're all over the country? Like, in how many cases mom, dad, and those kids really handling? That's all. I'm just, in the big picture of things, I don't know. I get injured in a slip and fall, or I get injured in a car accident. I'm going to Gary and Harvey, period. There won't be anybody else. I got friends out there. I will only go to those, and my family will too. I know how much they care. I know how hard they work. I tell everybody you ought to see the reviews on what they're saying about these guys, man. They've been around, like I said, for a long time, and they handle it from start to finish. There's no handoffs. There's nobody else. Their names are on the law firm, and they handle your case like they're right out of law school, man. They're working to get it done for you and to get you the best results possible. They'll handle your case from start to finish, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. Go to cohenandjudah.com and read the reviews and see what the personal touch is all about, really, and see what great communication's all about. And yeah, guys that actually have their name on the law firm will handle your case. There are no handoffs. That's for football season. 866 fair fee. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hire them to do.
WQAM Miami, an Odyssey sports station. The home of Joe Rose with Hollywood, Tobin and Leroy, and Hot Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your Abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Starting with the World Cup, the USA fell to Belgium 4-1 in the round of 16, bringing their tournament to a close. Over to the Marlins, who welcome in the Mariners for a 3-game home series. Tonight's first pitch is at 6:40 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And to the Heat, who officially welcomed in Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bobby Portis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. will wear number 10 like his dad, while Giannis will wear number 7. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. We're in the low 80s and spotty rain throughout the day. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
Which means the wall can jump. Tillman over the wall, scores! Malik Tillman! Lightning strikes twice, and the United States has tied the game! Trossard to the byline, gets across, into Ketelaer's rising up, and Belgium retake the lead. Moments later, Charles de Ketelaere climbs the ladder, his second. Richards beaten out of the air. Freeze has got to get there and deal with it. He takes it down off the chest. De Ketelaere knocks it away. Tim Ream can't block it. And unless video review says this is a foul from behind on Ream.
Tough finish there for the Americans, Joe. We're going to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Online shop. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale, one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, toyotaofhollywood.com.
Yeah, they got kicked around pretty good in good old Seattle last night with that 4-1 loss. And to talk a little bit more about this, Alex Solana, who does a great job, great show on the weekends with soccer here on WQAM. Alex, good morning. And, hey, brother, thanks for being with us. We've been talking about this, the growth, and we'll talk about last night, the growth of the sport. Are young, talented kids playing enough of this sport with potential to someday we're going to have like top 10 players in the world come from the United States? Will it ever happen?
It's such a loaded question, Joe, because the reality is people make the argument all the time, right? It's probably the most argued about thing when it comes to soccer. If our top athletes played soccer instead of football, instead of basketball, instead of baseball, would the U.S. have a better roster? Would they be able to compete with France and with Spain and with Argentina, with Brazil? The answer to that is yes, but that doesn't solve the problem entirely. It's a much deeper conversation when you consider pay to play in the United States is so prevalent. If you want to play soccer at the youth level,
right,
which is where you can, progress these kids and put them on a path to success like you see in France, like you see in Spain, like you see all throughout South America, all throughout Europe. These parents can't afford it right now when you talk about, the inner city kids and that route. So I think that's where the U.S. will always differ from these other countries. And that's why the talent gap is so big. I mean, yesterday against Belgium, forget about the starting 11 for a second. The U.S. has to make a sub to take out Sergino Dest, and okay, they're bringing on Gio Reyna. But then Belgium is making their subs, and it's Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne is on the bench. He doesn't even come in. Like, you can't compare when Lukaku is coming out. I mean, this is a world-class player, all-time leading goal scorer for that Belgian side. You just can't compare. And Joe, it goes back to the system in this country is corrupt. It's for profit purposes instead of being the way that, tackle football is, Joe. How many of these kids in the inner city get an opportunity to play, even if their parents, unfortunately, are in a tough situation where their income doesn't allow to pay $6,000 every 6 months? It in the U.S., it's so corrupt. And that's really the issue here. It's a pay-to-play system that's failing the kids.
All right, so we get our butts kicked, and you talked about the difference. I said this morning, difference in talent was night and day. Again, So was it a good tournament overall? Because I see they're already getting on the coach and they weren't well coached, and others saying we don't have enough talent. What's your take on this USA team?
Two things can be true, Joe. First of all, the idea that yesterday was Mauricio Pochettino, the manager's fault, to me is ridiculous. This dude has transformed the U.S., I think, the national team's mentality of, hey, we can compete on this stage. Now, they absolutely soiled themselves yesterday, given the opportunity. But I still think, Pochettino overall had a phenomenal tournament. The report is already that they offered him an extension for 4 more years so he could stick here and run this federation for another 4 years. The problem is he's going to be highly sought after, Joe. So he's going to have opportunities to either go coach another national team with more prominent players, or go coach a club team on the big stage in Europe. So that's going to be interesting. I think the U.S. yesterday, the expectation to me, Joe, especially after they beat Paraguay, was always this: go up against one of these top European clubs like a Belgium and not necessarily beat them, but play a game where it looks like you belong on the pitch with these guys. And they didn't do that yesterday. So all in all, it's hard for me to say that it wasn't, a failure of how it ended. But I still think, with that being said, Joe, because yesterday there's no doubt it was absolutely a failure. I mean, it couldn't have gone worse for them. Forget the goalkeeping mistakes. The first 30 minutes of this match were dominated by a better side. Period. End of story. They took the U.S. completely out of their play style. The U.S. could never find their identity. And you have to credit Belgium. I see a lot of people saying today the U.S. lost that game. Belgium didn't beat them. Part of that may be true in the second half with the mistake by Matt Fries, the goalkeeper, which is just humiliating and embarrassing. But you can't take away the first 30 minutes of that match where Belgium was a better team and they dictated how the game was being played. You have to tip your cap to that side. But overall, I saw a U.S. team that found an identity, and we could never say that. When have we ever seen a U.S. team press forward and go create chances and be creative in the midfield and use their talent to actually go produce quality chances at goal? We could never say that about the U.S. So while the tournament ends in humiliating fashion and it feels like rinse and repeat to 2014 and 2002 when you finally face a European side and you can't come through, that's true. But I also think there were some really quality performances from this squad that they can build on moving forward.
All right, so finally, now we've had a chance to see each other, although some teams have played against better teams than others. Is France the team to beat? Yes or no?
No doubt. No doubt. Credit Spain with how they were able to take down Portugal yesterday. Until Argentina loses, they're still the defending champions. Leo Messi's playing an absolute banger of a tournament, which is insane considering his age. I mean, heck, Joe, he's almost as old as you, and he's out there.
We're close. We're very close.
No, but I mean, it's incredible. And, Colombia today, Joe, we have a lot of Colombians in South America. I have to give them a shout out because they've played as well as anybody in this tournament. And until they get beaten, I mean, they're going to be tough to deal with. If Colombia and Argentina both win today, they'll meet in the quarterfinal coming up, which is going to be an absolute banger. But yes, France, without a doubt, Joe, without a doubt, is the team to beat right now. They're so deep. And even against a Paraguay team the other day that just tried to kick their ass and just tried to bully them, they didn't back down. And they proved they can play that style and beat teams as well, which is just very impressive.
You drinking the England Kool-Aid, the team that always chokes? They've been finding ways to win, man. Late in some of these games, they're doing it.
I'm drinking the England Kool-Aid. I don't think it's coming home, which is what they always say. It's coming home because they claim that they invented soccer. But I will say, holding on to a 1-goal lead, a man down in Mexico with 30-plus minutes left in that game was wildly impressive. And, I mean, we're talking about Mbappe, we're talking about Erling Haaland and Messi, but Harry Kane, like that dude's a stud too, man. And he's come up big every time they needed a big play.
Well, brother, you are something else, man. I used to get all jacked up with you at NFL football games, but I got to tell you, this soccer thing, and it's been fun. I got to tell you, having the games here and having this country, I think, has been fantastic. So thanks, man. You've been doing a great job. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Joe. And when you want to talk, call me to talk about Wimbledon. Let me know, because I got takes, baby. I got takes. Off the air. I just want to talk to you about tennis. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. People don't know this. You were texting me, man. You're
Yeah.
texting me about play. We are cracking up. All right. Hey,
You're not
bud.
going to discuss he's doing this in a sleeveless shirt?
No, he's fine.
All right.
My guy, he's nice enough to come. He's always taking shots at you. He never stops, man.
I left my workout to jump on for Danny, and he knows I work out from 8 to 9. Sorry, I don't got a sweater back here, bro.
No, you look good. I see your arms are getting nice and big, and yeah, no,
Well, I'm playing tennis. I'm coming for you. I want my rematch.
Bro, you let me know when you're ready. You let me know. I love it. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it, man.
Later, guys.
Alex Solana joining us. And if you don't get a chance, man, you like it, he's fantastic on the weekends with his Soccer World Cup show that he's been doing here on QAM. We'll tell you more about that. But right now, we got to tell you about Baptist Health South Florida. Oh, my gosh, no matter what you're going through right now when it comes to injuries, we sure are lucky to have one of the best sports medicine programs in the country right here in our backyard. That's the good news, bad news. Sooner or later, if you're competitive, you know how this thing works. Everybody gets hurt. Nobody is active in athletics and doesn't get hurt. It just doesn't happen. Nobody, I never got hurt. I did it for 50 years, never got hurt. No, that's a lie. Baptist Health South Florida is there to take care of us. Matter of fact, taking care of Inter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, and the Miami Dolphins, FIU, FAU. Hey, listen, they just do a great job. They got great doctors. You can't be a top sports medicine program without really good doctors, and they are. It's an all-star lineup from the team doctors to the specialists they put together for the knee and shoulder and foot and ankle, hand specialist, back specialist, hip and knee replacement, Achilles. You can go on. And then you got to have great facilities, and boy, do they. And it's set up so we can all enjoy these great doctors. Hey, man, let's go about going in and getting good news that you can fix it and get you back out playing the sports that you're passionate about. And that's what it is when you go to Baptist Health South Florida, man, from going down to Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables to Hard Rock Stadium next to the training facility of the Miami Dolphins, to 595 and Pine Island in Plantation. The next time you get injured, visit baptisthealth.net/ortho.
The Joe Rose Show
Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, you can text the word Jersey to 20357. That is Jersey to 20357. And this is a text contest. Message and data rates do apply. Do not text and drive. And Joe, how about this while we're at it? Why don't we give people a world football scoreboard update brought to you by Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views. All tournament, Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, and scenic views. USA has lost. That is all I have for you.
Well, you got Argentina, Egypt. Great place to go if you want to watch both games today, starting one at 12 o'clock in Switzerland, Colombia. I want to say at 4 o'clock. Sound right?
Sure. I think it's I think you're right, actually.
I love those early games.
Taking Messi to score today.
Oh, yeah.
He scores in every game.
Definitely.
It's kind of an easy bet usually.
You almost got me to look up to see where some of the Egypt players, like what teams they play on when they're not playing for their country.
Would it have mattered?
Well, I mean, they're still in the tournament. They must have some good players. They're not playing with a bunch of guys that just grew up together in some corner of Egypt. Come on, man. Hey,
some corner of Egypt.
Anyway,
by the pyramids.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, and I thought how stupid that would sound watching all those movies.
How the hell are there?
How the hell they do that, man? That's amazing.
The pyramids?
Yeah.
I don't know.
High tech back then, man, when those bad boys were. Hey,
you ever gonna go out there? You can
go
visit them.
It's not on my list.
Go ride out there.
My list is getting closer right here in the good old United States of America.
Any tennis tournaments in Egypt?
Not that the wife wants to hear. No.
The Egypt Open?
No, there is one. I want to get out of town. I got to get to the U.S. Open.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, it's in New York. It's not a problem. You're right. Hey, so anyway, we got DeMar DeRozan. I hope the Heat has a chance getting him. Is he too expensive? He just finished with Sacramento. I don't know if they released him or he.
Well, speaking of expensive, Donovan Mitchell just re-upped 4 years, $273 million extension.
I'll let him go.
That's expensive.
I could see LeBron at this age really enjoy playing with a guy like that because he likes the ball too. He's a scorer. I wonder if LeBron is going to Cavs if he says, hey, not for nothing, but can we not have James Harden on this team? I'll come, but James Harden, can you get him a new home? They're talking about him getting a new contract with the Cavs. What did they see that nobody else saw?
Well, if you don't get LeBron,
I think they're going to get him. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. We need one more piece to me, just one more piece to feel a lot better. Is it? I'm not a Bradley Beal fan. How many years we tried to get Bradley Beal? Remember when he's in his prime and we were trying really hard and DeMar DeRozan's name's popped up with us a few times through the years too. That guy's just quietly, he's 36 now. He's just been a really good player. Just really solid player, DeMar DeRozan. Doesn't knock down threes, not a three-point shooter, but just a mid-jumper, just really, really good. So had a really good career too. Really, really good career. But we get one of them, and our luck is it'll be Bradley Beal. 6 games last year, 8 points a game. 32 years old.
That's a lot of games for him, though.
Injured, I was going to say he's hurt an awful lot.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, so listen to this. What we got for our lineup here, real quickly, Woody. We got Giannis and Bam. I'm going to go in order. Wiggins, Bobby Portis. Wiggins and Portis should be 13 to 15 points a game. Timmy Hardaway should be double digits. Davion Mitchell's going to be double digits. Think, man, he's really earned some playing time the way he played last year. Best thing ever happened for him is getting out of Golden State where he could play. Pella Larson is going to play. Is Pella Larson still a starter, Woody, in this new lineup and have Portis and Hardaway come off the bench? And then just Nikola Jovic. What do we do in Nikola Kolic? What do we do? 6'10", 23 years old, physically has lots of talent, just hasn't done, he's been injured, in fairness to the guy, a few times where he has started playing well coming off the bench, and he gets injured, and then we kind of lose him. And then he gets lost, and he's down at the end of the bench and can't get out of the warm-up line before the game. That's it. So then he says comments that are very immature after the season. Like, who do you talk to? Talk to Duncan Robinson. He went through it here too. He said it's just the way it is or something. And, of course, Spo wasn't going to let that go. Spo will take a little bit of crap off really good player, but he ain't taking off anybody that hadn't done it.
I do agree with you. They need to add one more piece. Like, the question is, are they a top 4 team in the East?
Close.
It's going to be tough.
Not a slam dunk.
Thing. It's going to be tough. Like, you got the Knicks, obviously, right? The Pistons are still respectable. They had a great season last year.
Yeah.
The 76ers
had a great
are going to
start.
be really, really tough.
76ers going to be good. Toronto likes their team now.
Eh.
You're not buying the piece they've added from the Clippers.
Well, he may play 6 games.
No, he plays
That'd
65
be big
games
for him.
He's a 65 game guy.
He invented load management.
Was he the original?
He's the OG of yeah.
He is one of the originals of that. Well, his former coach at San Antonio definitely is the coach that started it. Remember he sent the whole team home? Getting ready to play against Miami. We get there. They played in Orlando the night before. We're sitting over there getting ready to go live, and their guys come out to warm up. You go, where are all your starters? That's how we sent them home after the game. They went right from Orlando. They didn't even make them watch the game in Miami. They just sent them home.
Celtics will be tough, I would assume, but
yeah,
I think they're going to take a step back.
I do too.
And then you got the Cavs in there.
Are we missing something about Jaylen Brown? Like Jaylen Brown is like everybody's made him out to be evil. I saw somebody try. I like the unnamed sources. He's too smart. He's the smartest guy in the room.
To stop. He is right about that. I watched one of his rants. The unnamed source thing is embarrassing.
Yes,
because it could very well just be made up.
It could be. In today's world, it could be. I just don't
really
like
sick
when
of the unnamed source thing.
You know, at least put an organization on it, or
like don't just if the person doesn't want to be out there, then don't use it. An anonymous NBA executive, or the guy selling T-shirts or something.
I'm sorry, man. I just don't see, and now the front office is coming out saying, he and Tatum had a great relationship and all this stuff. If you want to, but he just.
I think he's going to terrorize people next year.
He's going to be really good.
Yeah, he's going to be really good.
They got a couple closers on that team now. If that group can play together, man, that thing could be fun to watch.
The Celtics trade was a disaster, though. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking.
For Paul George? Paul George? Speaking of injured.
I'm shocked he was still
Paul
in the
George?
league.
Oh, God. Anyway, hey, we got more stuff to get to here this morning. We'll have a lot more on the Miami Heat this week. We get with some more stuff we want to jump on here. But I do want to let you know that Omar Kelly's going to join us coming up here. And did he really say 10 wins? Did he really, really say if everything goes right, the Dolphins could win 10 games? Vegas
dealt with that for a whole week while you were gone.
Vegas said 4 or 5. ESPN says it's a worse roster because it's an unproven young roster in the NFL.
If they win 10, we're all going to owe Omar a big apology.
If we win 10, there's going to be GM of the year, coach of the year, owner of the year. We're going to have, it's going to be unbelievable to be able to ask this group. We're still trying to figure out certain positions who's going to start. Boy, I'll tell you. All right. So anyway, Omar's going to join us. We'll ask him about all that stuff. Hey, I want to talk about one more thing before we get to Omar. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until that renewal comes up. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps in the risk. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy for online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance, and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not, plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. That's one super agency, one powerful platform, all your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com, paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
The Joe Rose